should be.
Welcome to the Guild. We have been expecting you. Please, follow me.
Hello, and welcome to our very latest episode of the Night Shift Let's Talk Gaming. I am CMoney, and as you can see, we got the homies here as we do. One of them is right here. Can you see them? No, because their screen has gone and turned into this pony picture. Okay, so we're going to leave him there until he figures out that we've gone live. All right, we're going to start with the homie. You know him well. That's right. He's the wise one, the author, the patriot, the pony slayer, and the pony bontier maker. It's your boy, Hargeisha Nee. Welcome, my dude. Thank you so much for being here, my brother. How's it going, man?
Yeah. Where's Doodle?
Doodle's busy, unfortunately. So just kind of is what it is.
Just us. Yeah. So, yeah, we had some games come out recently. Some fun things going on.
We have. It's been
yeah. So some interesting stuff going on.
Fun week. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Demo.
And there's demo. Yeah. A lot of noise.
A lot of noise coming out of demo.
Really? A lot of noise coming from here?
Yeah.
Really? Where?
Yeah, it was like your chair moving, like you were moving things around so we could hear it, and then some background noise with people.
All right. What about now?
Now we're good.
All right. How's it going, guys? Happy to be here.
Man.
I was listening to the whole thing because I had my headphones on, but I was like, changing my baby and stuff. So I was like, I'll be right back because, whatever. But yeah, happy to be here. Happy Friday to all of you. Shout out to Hargi, man. Y'all finished, the Sea of Stars.
Awesome, just finished that. Yeah. As it's leaving Game Pass.
I've been playing it on and off. I need to get back into it full time because I haven't really had the time to play games lately like that, right? Like, now because it's a long weekend, obviously everything is more chill that we're going to be able to enjoy. But I do work tomorrow, which is kind of annoying that I have to go to work tomorrow while everybody's at home chilling and not how to go. But it is what it is, man. We're here talking gaming. I'm super happy to be here and, sharing my night with y'all. Let's get it, man. Let's talk gaming. There's a lot of stuff going on. A bunch of ponies crying. The usual.
There is. It's wild because, like, obviously we had like this huge, a huge moment, I would say, in history of gaming that took place, right? Where two games from quote unquote competing platforms that were, exclusive IP have now done the switchies, and PlayStation released their most popular IP in recent years on Xbox, and Xbox took one of its beloved IPs and put it on PlayStation on the same day, almost as if it were planned that way. You know what I'm saying? almost as if they were in cahoots with the idea of what they were trying to get done here. And there's been a lot of like messages that have been real wild, like Aaron Greenberg putting up pictures of uh Taylor Swift and was it Travis Kelsey, their engagement picture, but somebody took them and put PlayStation on Travis, put Xbox on Taylor Swift, and it's like this love thing, and Aaron Greenberg made it his profile picture. You got Gears of War coming out here saying ending the console war one grub at a time, and it's pretty clear that the world, and then don't mention like PlayStation has put so much Gears content up. It's crazy. So it's like it really is an interesting time. And us on this side of the fence where we see what's happening in gaming, we understand it, we accept it, we are enjoying it, we are living our best lives, but there's still dudes on the other side who are so traumatized, like they're so hurt, like I don't know. There's a lot of there's a lot of strong feelings still. Some emotional damage for sure that's still out here in these streets. But listen, we definitely have a lot to talk about. We're gonna have a fun time. Before we do any of that, you know how we have to do, man. We have to shout out our homies here who are live in the building with us, man. Fucking rocking out on a Friday night. This is what I'm talking about, man. We did it. We made it to the end of the week. It's Friday night. Time to relax, chill with the homies, and rock out, talking that shit about the games that we love and the industry that is changing and it's fucking being dominated by a certain green monster is the only way I can look at it. That being said, we want to shout out everybody who supports us over on Patreon and YouTube. You guys are the shit. Thank you so much for your support. Those memberships do mean a lot. And, we love the fact that you guys have really taken to the dollar gifted subscriptions to our channel, which obviously are not exclusive to gifted subscriptions only. If you are not a member and you said to yourself, man, I would like to support the channel, for $1, you can go ahead and join as a member yourself. But we do appreciate all of that. So shout out to everyone who is a member, everybody who gifts memberships and things like that. That's very, very kind of you guys. We appreciate y'all. But of course, we need to shout out our elite members. That's right. We have our homie, Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Queen Witch, Coach Hooded Canuck. You guys are the shit. Thank you so much. And then we have our inner circle members. That's right. We have the homie Big Migs Gaming, Pragmatic Eagle, and this guy right here, the homie Hargy Chani. Thank you guys. Appreciate the support. You guys are super awesome, and we thank you. Of course, though, you know how we do here. You guys live in the building right now. You guys are supporting us in such a major way, man, and we appreciate each and every one of y'all for doing so. You guys are the shit. You guys are all so special, so unique, but clearly, that's only goes so far, right? Like you can't all be equal, right? It's just the way it is, right? It's not possible, right? That's right. Right now, you don't know it, but amongst you, there are 3 specials. That's right. 3 people that have risen above you all. I know it sucks. You're looking like, why? Why did they have to do that? Well, you know why? Simple. It's because they got here first. That's right. They were the first 3 people in the building. They saw the on-point bat signal come up, and they showed up immediately. They said, oh, shit is going down. We're going in. And that, my friend, is amazing. So, that being said, who are these people? Well, I could tell you right now, there are 3. Is the first 3 people. They are the specials of the evening. The first person is the best spot of the night. Their names will forever be emblazoned on the bottom of our banner. That's just going to run there forever and ever and ever until the show ends. And then when that show ends, your names are gone. Refresh, new time. You got to do it all again. Guys, this is technically the last show of the month. So this was the absolute moment to show up and get whatever points you can on the board, because next month on Tuesday, you will see a new line in the banner of the best spot the most, the top 3 people who did it the most. You're gonna see that's gonna scroll the whole month. The most gifted memberships, that'll be there the whole month. The who was first with the super chat will be there the whole month. Biggest super chats will be there the whole month. So we're gonna do that. Today was the day. So let's see who were the first 3. The last first 3 of the month. Dun dun. This is the question, and here is the answer. Number 3 in the building. It's our motherfucking homie. Do UK now, the Broke Boy Insider, man. That's right, Broke Boy in the building. Number 3, he's not messing around. Shout out to you, homie. Thank you, my brother, for being here, man. Appreciate you. Last top 3 of the month. You made it. Thank you, sir. Now, number 2. I gotta say, I think that this is the first time being number 2. I could be wrong. Maybe you can let me know. Obviously, he could tell us. The chat can tell us. But I believe this is his first time at number 2. And that, my friends, is the motherfucking homie, Zeddy5636. Thank you, homie, for being here, man. Appreciate you. You are number 2. You slapped up Broke Boy Insider. You know what I'm saying? You gave him a slap up, people's elbow. You did it all. Great job. But, unfortunately, you didn't win. No, you didn't win. You are better than everybody else here, except for this person. That's right. Number 1, best bot of the night on the last night of the month. Well, for our shows, it's the motherfucking homie, Michelle Alexandria. Yes, Michelle came in and she conquered. She dominated. She is the best bot of the night. I will update that banner, and that banner will reflect the winners, the specials of the evening. Shout out to all y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Let me get this in here before I fuck around and forget or do it wrong. So Alexandria. Here we go. Zeddy. And then Broke Boy. All right. You did it. You're in. You're in like Flynn. Winners. Look at that. Look at that. The banner has been updated. Good job, guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Now, that being said, our homie came over here and did a beautiful thing. That's right. It's our boy. Motherfucking Bounty in the building. Went ahead and gifted 10 on point for gamer memberships, man. You know what we got to do. We got my boy. Bounty in the building. Shout out to you, man. Y'all know what to do. Put the motherfucking welcome to the family emoji in the chat. Welcome our newest members, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all for being here, man. We appreciate the support. Thank y'all so much. But of course, you know our boy Bounty. Thank you, my friend. You guys in the chat right now, you got to finger blast the shit out of that dude. You got to go ahead, put that in there. Let him know that you know what's up. All right. Support our boy Bounty. Let him know. This is what I'm talking about. All right. Got to hit him with that. You know what I'm saying? Got to be felt. Got to be felt inside, in your heart, with the soul. It's just what it is. Shout out to you, Bounty. Thank you so much. Let me update this banner before I'm done. Fuck around and forget or do it wrong. So we go gifted memberships. You gotta go homie Bounty in the building. 10 gifted. Fuck what you heard. Thank you, sir. All right, you are there, my friend. And then we have our boy Broke Boy in the building with that $2 super chat. Says, what up, all? Third show today. Yes, it is the third show today. If you're wondering what do you mean there was 3 shows today? Well, we had the opportunity to go ahead and partner with PAX West. They reached out to us. They asked if we would be interested in streaming, be official co-streamers for some of the panels that they had, and that we did. Except the first show we did was based on a time that I looked at on that, on their schedule, and that schedule said 1 o'clock. So I said, sounds dope. See you then. Did everything, got there at 1 o'clock, waited, and it said another half hour you had to wait. I was like, word? And then after that half hour was up, it said there was another half hour we had to wait. And I said, what the? Then I went and messaged them and said, hey, is this thing starting at 2? And they said, no, it's starting at 1. Pacific, P, not E. I'm on the E, which means my P was wrong. Okay. So 4 p.m. was when the actual show started. So we went live at 1, we went live at 4, and now we're live at 8. This is the way. Okay. This is the way. So shout out to you, Broke Boy. And shout out to you being our first super chat tonight. Let me go ahead and update this banner before.
Yo, CMoney, now that you mentioned that you partnered with PowerX, Acclaim is back and they're gonna have a showcase in 2 weeks. So I sent you a DM. They were looking for people to partner with them and co-stream this stuff. Acclaim.
Oh, Acclaim.
Yeah, Acclaim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I sent you a DM. Maybe you can go ahead and participate. I won't be able to because it's 2 p.m. Eastern. I think I'll be at work, so why even bother? But you guys go ahead and maybe you can even partner with them. They're legendary, bro. Back in the day, you see that logo pop up in every freaking game. That was like Acclaim. I remember Williams, right? Remember Williams, Acclaim. It was just like legendary back in the day, and they're back. I don't know how, but somebody resurrected it, and here we go.
They did. Yeah, no, I did hear. I've been seeing their tweets about they have a big event or something like that. So I appreciate it. I'll take a look at it for sure. A little hard at 2. That's why this one was kind of weird. I mean, it was after because we have to pick up the kids and stuff from school. But yeah, I'll definitely check it out. Let me see. Where am I? All right. Who else is in here? I see the homie Chuck Finley in the building. What's up, fam? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, homie. I see Becca in the building. What's going on, fam? I see Ryu Art Gaming. What's going on, player? G maybe in the building. What's up, homie? Kurt, user for games. What's up, dude? Jonas, the motherfucking dad. What is up, player? I see Ray Riz in the building. What is going on? Thank you for being here. G maybe. Are we on West Coast? I still no. All right, we've upgraded to the East Coast. Okay, no more of this weird earlier, but it's actually later time. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy talk. We're here at the right time. I see the homie Toe Tag in the building. What's up, man? Power Boss in the building. What's going on, player? Game Shark. What's going on, dog? Twinkle, twinkle, baby. Oh, Power Boss got a public service announcement. Said if you like this content, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Listen, I know it's difficult. You know what I'm saying? You get into a stream, you're like, oh, I'm watching this. I ain't got time to press buttons. Well, what I'm saying is that right now, you can make a little time to press a button. All you got to do is hit the like button right there. Bam. Just finger blast that shit. It's right. Look, example. You know what I'm saying? Real quick and easy. You just hit the button. Boom. You're good to go. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. It's a beautiful thing. He's back with another saying, don't forget to become a member. It's as low as $1. Yes. Yes, it is. Become a member. Come hang out. And we do have Power Boss with joining the Discord is free. Join at, and there's a link. Go ahead and do it. It's free. It's all gratis. And it is, you'll be basically joining the best Discord there is. You got the best homies, the best bots, all chilling. No pony botting bullshit. You got the homies. Okay. Between streams, that's where to be, man. That's where to be. Got all the good people in there. Appreciate you, Power Boss. Ryu says ponies moved on from PlayStation 5 already since they got no games. Yo, they're living in this PlayStation 6 life now in their minds. Oh my God. The last official word we got from PlayStation about the PlayStation 6 is that they don't even know what the fuck it is or what they're doing. They're like, yeah, I mean, we kind of got some, I don't know. We're trying to figure shit out. Like that's the energy that came from that couch when that lady was telling us about the next console, and she was just like, yeah, I mean, we're trying to figure out what it's gonna be. We're listening and we're gonna figure it out. Okay, that's where they are. And these dudes
we're listening to what Xbox was doing. We're listening to what Xbox was coming up with about 5 to 7 years ago, and then we're going to copy that.
That was the entire meeting. They're like, okay, listen. The guy who was in charge of like the syllabus, like what they were going to talk about, right? The agenda. He's like, all right, I have a list of everything that Xbox has been doing. Let's go over it. All right. Weaker console, check. Somebody in the back says, but sir, the ponies told us that they would hold back the generation. Fuck the ponies. Got it. Check. This is the way, bro. Oh my God. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. It's a fun day. It's a fun day for sure. It's definitely a good time. Oh shit. I see Mont's PBM Gaming in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, my dude. Corey Cosmos. What's up, fam? Appreciate you. Verb Brizzle in the building. What's going on, man? Back 22TH54. What's up, dog? Be Nice in the building. What's up, play? Outward Lyric. What's going on, my dude? The game adaptation newscast in like a finger blast. Oh, finger blast. Sure, no problem. That's not a problem.
Damn.
You gotta. You know what I'm saying?
They really miss that finger blast.
They do miss the finger blast. It's been a while. Derek Johnson in the building. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. PS5 blows. That's just factual. I mean, I wish it didn't. To be clear, you know, like for me to say that the PlayStation 5 sucks ass, it's not a, oh my God, I'm a hater. I want it to suck ass. No, I'm a consumer. I bought that bitch, and I hate that it sucks ass. I hate that there's nothing that I want to play on that damn thing. It's crazy. And the only game that I, funny enough, are playing now is Helldivers, and I didn't even want to play it back then. The only reason I got it is because it came to Xbox, and they were nice. And it played out. I don't know if you guys heard my story on it, and we're gonna talk about Helldivers, but I've been playing it, and it's pretty good. I mean, not like life-changing. It's not like, oh my God, I'm gonna no life this game, or I'm just gonna sit there and this is gonna be my game to play. But I did buy the Halo, War Bond, which I didn't know meant that you have to buy it and then play a shit ton of it to get medals to unlock it. So it's basically just like a battle pass of some sort. So I only need one more piece on page 1. And these things are not like 1 or 2 medals. They're like 45 medals, 30 medals, and you get like 1 medal a match. Or if they do something bigger,
so you got to play quite a bit, huh?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not 1. Like if you go up to higher levels, you get like 1 or 2, and then 3. And then if you do more things in the world, so if you do some of the side stuff, you can get like another 1. But you still have to. I mean, it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's like 30 for 1, 45 for another, 40 for this, 20. So it's not like it's not an insignificant amount. I would say I played 2 nights and unlocked most of the first page. So
cool.
Multiple hours each night. So I don't know. Well, it's fine. But really, I just want to get all the Halo stuff, and then I'll play with it for a little bit, and then it's a little repetitive. But the people are really nice, and I think that's the one thing that is cool. Like the PC players are really dope. It seems like Xbox is, when you play on the Xbox, it almost gives a preference to Xbox and PC players. Like, even though technically I could end up in a game with a PlayStation player, I don't know if I have yet. I think it's all been Xbox or PC.
Wait, you expect PlayStation players to actually play the game?
Fun fact, I mean, we're going to talk about it. We know they don't, because apparently the numbers are breaking records for Helldivers only after Xbox dropped. So, yeah. I mean,
I kid, ponies. I kid.
It's true. I mean, this is just another truth bomb for them, right? Like, this is just the reality of what it is.
So now that you're really truly finding out that the PlayStation 5 is just garbage, why aren't you getting rid of it?
I know
it keeps dropping in value, bro. It's $275 now for a trade.
That's why
it'll keep going down.
Another 100, bro.
It'll keep going down. You just get your value now and just let it go, because it's just gonna get worse. They're already talking about PS6, dude.
Jesus,
That's some funny shit.
that's a fucking problem. God damn it.
It is what it is.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up, but it's true. We do have the homie, our brother, Mac22TH54. That $5 super chat, biggest super chat of the night. That will go on the banner. He says, CMoney, your first clue to the time thing should have been PAX West. West. Hashtag Pacific Standard Time. You're not wrong. Let me tell you something, okay? Obviously, some of you guys weren't at the show earlier. So I explained it very well. So once I explain it, it'll all make sense to you. There was a chart that had all the events, like all the panels that we can choose. We could do the whole thing if we wanted to, but obviously ain't nobody got time for that. So I cherry picked one thing a day that we would stream. But in that chart, okay, they have the name of the event and whatever description. Then they have the day and then the time. Now at the very top, the first line, but like a shorter line, right? So it's not like the thick lines, you know, the thick spaces that have all the writing in it, right? One thin line that goes across says panel, day, time. And under time, in that little spot, it said PST. Okay. But when I read a chart, I don't read the top little line because I assume I'm just making assumptions, obviously. And when you assume, I know what happens, but that's what happened. I just assumed because I said, oh, okay, here's the chart. Here's the things. There's the time. Makes sense to me. Well, you know, that's why that saying exists. Okay. When you assume, make out an ass of you and me. And well, it was just me and me. That's what happened. Okay. So, yeah. But I think when you hear it, it makes more sense. You know what I'm saying? It makes more sense. You know that you weren't going to look at the top line. You were going to look and be like, oh, that's the panel. Look across. That's the time. And then you just assume that is your time. It was crazy. All right. It was crazy. Still was a good show. But thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Let me get our boy Mac 22TH54 with that $5 super chat with the biggest super chat of the evening. Beautiful. There we go. And then we have our boy Razor. Oh, first of all, look at that. Let me get Mac a little finger blast. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give him what he wants. You know what I'm saying? He knows why he showed up. It's all good. Razor Ultron with that $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Says Finger Blast Friday live with CMoney Hargeet and Demo. I'll give you a 2-piece for that. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Thank
Give
you,
it a
sir.
2-piece. CMoney, 2-piece.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's why it's a 2-piece, dog.
A 2-piece? No, bro. We're feeling adventurous tonight. Okay, I like it. I dig it.
Oh my god. That's a problem.
Let's get it.
Who else we got? We got the homie Space Shot in the building. What is going on, man? Thank you, sir, for being here. Tent T Gaming, what's up, fam? Thank you for rocking out with us, bro. Appreciate you. Thatch 3512, what's going on, player? Appreciate you being in the building. Force One Vlogs, what's up, man? Thanks for rocking out, bro. All right. Listen. We are in a situation right now where we have some things to cover, some things to talk about, and we got to get to them. But before we do that, we skipped it last week or last show because we kind of did one, but we didn't label it because we just kind of started talking out of nowhere. But we got to bring back didn't make the cut. There's a bunch of little things to talk about before we get into the main kind of topics. And I'll tell you right now, so just so you can have an idea, main topics, we're going to be talking about PlayStation making its own next-gen Series S. That's right. They're bending the knee, proving Xbox knew all along the way that it should have been, and they regret their lives for it. Xbox saves Helldivers 2. That's just the reality of what it is right now. We're going to be talking Gears and the success that it's had. And we're also going to talk a little Black Ops 7 Interesting tidbit about how many people watched one trailer of Black Ops 7 versus how many people watched the entirety of anything Black Ops 6 related. And then we could kind of start seeing the weight of, what that might mean in the future. And then we're, if we make it, Unreal Engine 5, want to talk about a little bit. There's some news that kind of came out from it. It's not so much news, but it's kind of funny to watch the company kind of throw the devs under the bus, but also kind of makes sense compared to some other things we heard about why Unreal Engine 5 runs like ass for some of these games. And so we are going to talk about that as well. But before we do all of that, we're going to go ahead and do Did It Make the Cut? That's right. If you don't know, Didn't Make the Cut is our show that goes ahead and goes over the things that didn't make the cut. Everything that's not what we just talked about right this second is on the table. Okay, stuff that might not require huge discussions, but still cool to give a little on, some acknowledgement that it exists. This segment actually, I end up liking the segment a lot. So, all right. So this is Didn't Make the Cut. So let's see what didn't make the cut. Let's go here. Right there. Okay. So what didn't make the cut? Atari has acquired all IP rights to 5 Ubisoft titles with a view to making them available on new platforms. They now own Cold Fear, Child of Eden, I Am Alive, Grow Home, and Grow Up. These are the titles that I believe Ubisoft did when they were doing kind of like they had like this indie push. Remember, like within Ubisoft, they were doing like this little indie push. So these are older IP. So Cold Fear is from 2005. Child of Eden 2011, I Am Alive 2012, Grow Home 2015, Grow Up 2016. So these are very old. It says here Atari will re-release these titles under their publishing label and explore opportunities to expand their reach through updated formats, new content, and extended distribution channels. So I mean, we know that Ubisoft did a lot of like, I want to say restructuring, but reality, they kind of opened up another entity, right? Like they opened up another, side thing that they're doing with Tencent, and they put like their big IP over there. Like, I believe it's Assassin's Creed and like The Division and some other shit. Or Rainbow Six, I think Rainbow Six. So I think they took their biggest stuff, they have it separate. And then the question is, what was going to happen with these other IPs that they have? And I think at the end of the day, I think we were all really aware that if they're taking like their prized possessions that ended up being worth more, the entirety of the original Ubisoft on its own, I think we figured that they would be selling, right? They would be figuring out what to do with these other IP, and now they are doing that. Does this, I guess my question to you guys, is this the signal of what's to come with Ubisoft? Like, are we going to be seeing a wholesale fire sale of IP from Ubisoft that's not their big stuff? And can Xbox end up with Splinter Cell? That's what
that's what you care about.
That's the question.
Oh man, I don't know, bro. Honestly, I don't remember any of this IP. It's 2005. So I don't know. Yeah, no, 2005. I was in transition from Cuba to the United States, so I missed out. During, I think, from 2003 to 2006, I missed on a lot of games. That PlayStation 2 generation, OG Xbox generation, I missed out a lot on that one because I was obviously transitioning to the country and all that. So But I mean, I don't know. It's interesting, and I do think that one thing that Ubisoft has for sure is a bunch of IPs, right? And I think that I mean, Atari releasing these games is kind of dope because I kind of want to see what they look like and what they can do with it. And they did mention that it was going to be upgraded formats and stuff. So hopefully we get remakes or remasters of these titles. I mean, every time that we get new games and these developers are working on new games, to me, it's just like good news, right? Now, when it comes to Ubisoft and what they're doing with their IP and their future, it's kind of shaky because I mean, they have some things that have worked out for them, but they have other things that haven't. Um, and the only one thing that Ubisoft's got me really happy with is the division making a comeback. I think that they, saving that it was only 5 developers that saved the
Yep.
division. They continue to work on it and all that. That right there goes to show that I mean, maybe it's not too far gone. Maybe they just need to rethink their strategy and hopefully they can make a comeback because I mean I love Ubisoft games. Like even though like I quit, like I did with Assassin's Creed Shadows, after 20 hours, it's like oh shit, I had enough. But it was worth it what I was playing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad or nothing. It was just like oh this shit's too long. There's more games coming out.
Real
But
quick, Double, just to piggyback on what you're saying right now, and then you can go back
Go
to
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
Isn't it funny? I feel like Ubisoft is one of the only devs that I can play their game, not beat it, but feel satisfied that I played it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
I have Assassin's Creed Shadow I have a lot of their stuff to play, but like, I didn't beat it, but I played a shit ton of it, and I feel really good about what I played. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not like, oh my god, what's happened at the end? Nah,
No,
it's fine. I enjoyed it.
It's all about like you said, like with Ubisoft games, it feels this way for me. I'm not a completionist, so maybe somebody like Hargi that loves to finish his games feels some other type of way. Maybe he's different, but for the most part, when I experience a game, I unlocked all of this ability, and I got the example of Valhalla. Valhalla still in my eyes an amazing freaking game. It's just way too long for me. It's just like holy shit.
Valhalla was
And,
amazing. I love the Valhalla.
eventually, right? It's one of those games that eventually, when I retire and I have the time to dig deeper into that world, I might go ahead and fuck it, do it. But right now, it's like being 17, 18 years old and you are in your prime as a teenager, you got all these chicks to pick and choose from, and you are, I don't know, like maybe getting married. I shout out to CMoney, but it's like, bro, I mean, let me at least, I mean, it's way too many games to be spending that much time with one game. And we should like, this is funny because look at Helldivers, even though they sold you, right? And without derailing too much from the actual topic, even though they sold you the things for Halo, right? They want you to spend time playing. It's not just about like, oh, here's my money. No, I want you to be here. I want you to live here. And at that, Ubisoft, I think they do a great job. Sometimes, obviously, they go over the top. So if they tone it down to the point that it feels like, okay, give me the story straight up and then allow me to explore the world with DLC, expansions, and stuff like that. Make it so that I'm able to finish the game completely. And it doesn't take me like, I mean, I'm like, what, like 30 hours in Valhalla. I'm level 70 something. And I'm like, bro, like 70 hours. Give me a break. It's a single player game. So yeah, man, looking forward to seeing the renaissance, right? And Ubisoft's being reborn because I do love Ubisoft, even though I know they get a lot of smoke from people, but they dear to me because I grew up in, I think that they made amazing games and they continue to do so. The Division is a perfect example of a game and it's in a great state right now. Everybody's enjoying it, everybody's playing it, having a great time. And, they're going to continue to support it. So looking forward to see what they do, man. I don't know what Harky thinks. Harky, do you feel like us? Like when you play something like Valhalla, even though like it's too long, don't you feel like satisfied? Because that's how I feel. Look, listen, I feel like I don't need to see the end. Like I explore the world. I just like, it's not that I get tired. I don't know, just to make it clear, because some people might be, oh, you're getting tired. That means the game is bad. No, it's not that I get tired. It's more like, okay, I'm good. You know what I mean?
Like satisfied. I'm satisfied. Like I experienced what I wanted to experience out this game, loved it, and now I gotta move on to something else. just because that's what it is. Like, I feel like devs should be like, all right, we're gonna make 20 to 25 hours max for a main storyline, and then that could be inflated to 150 hours with side content if they want. But at any point, they could just be like, you know what? Let me go. Good example, and Hargy, I want you to obviously get in it, but good example. I feel Starfield nails that.
Yeah, I
feel like if you wanted
to
do no side shit and just play the golden path, it's not that long of a game.
Well, but you will struggle because you do need these abilities. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. You do need that shit at the end when you start facing the Starborns and stuff. So I mean, Starfield is being out for a bunch
and
of
you would
years,
miss
so
so much of the actual good storyline stuff.
Oh,
factions is where the fun
factions
is. Anyway,
are
whatever.
Crazy. Yep.
Okay, so like back to the actual topic here, right? So cool. Atari's trying to do something with older stuff. Look, we heard that Ubisoft was trying to shop some of their IP. This is certainly a simple thing for them to do, get rid of stuff they're not doing anything with, right? Obviously, they're not doing anything with it. So it's not one of the mainline things that they're that maybe is more attractive to bigger publishers out there. But hey, small thing comes in and says, hey, you know what? We want to take your smaller games and try to see if we can do something with it. Why not? Sure. Well, let's see what they do with it, right? Hopefully they don't go crazy and spend too much, but a simple thing is, like you're saying, like remasters. Like, yeah, why not? Let's bring it up to speed to today's standards, right? Why not? Let's do that. Hopefully it doesn't cost too much and you get something out of it. Why not try it, right? So
and they were good games that are now out of thought. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're forgotten gems.
Yeah.
Why not go pick them up? And they're still going to be a gem, right? Unless they were not that good.
Yeah, and whatever they do is probably going to be 3, 4, 5 years out, right? So because it's still, you have to go do it, right? So by then we're looking at a next gen on top of that, right? So we're probably looking at 20 years plus for these games. It's like, cool, yeah, whatever, right? Like, let's bring them back. So good luck to Atari for trying to bring those back and do something with it. Cool. As far as like the Ubisoft formula, I think they have gotten a little long. I try to finish all of them. So I finished Valhalla, though. God, that game just kept dragging on and on and on. Shadows was like an extra 10, 20 hours too long. It needed to stop. It didn't. But I did finish it. And that's kind of the thing. And like, it's been the annoyance I've had with them. Like Mirage to me was perfect. It's like, 30-ish hours. If you want to do the side shits, 40 hours, like that's good. Right. But when you're like 30 hours is the beginning, you're like, oh my God, dude, seriously. Right. And this was my thing with Death Stranding, right? It's like, oh, it takes 20 hours to get to the good parts. Like,
that's a whole game,
hours. 20 hours? Seriously?
But to be fair, Hargy, to be fair, that the Ubisoft formula and the Assassin's Creed formula, you got good shit happening throughout the whole story. It's not you have to spend 30 hours in order for you to do something amazing. Yeah.
But so I think they do get a little too much. I don't know why that happens, but it does get a little too much. On this, the Clancy side, they've got, they've been hit or miss, but they've had a lot of good hits. They had, Rainbow Six, but then Extraction didn't work out. They had, was it Breakpoint? One of those the newer ones that like kind of just fizzled.
It was the Ghost Recon Breakpoint. That was a follow up to Wildlands. Wildlands was wildly successful. Breakpoint, it was so good though.
So
fire too.
Yeah, I like that.
So these are the things, right? So you have like some good ones. Like everybody's waiting for Spinoza. They're supposedly they're working on it, right? They've announced it. So we hope that comes soon. I don't know, whenever it does actually make it. Is there more potentially happening? Yeah, it's always possible. Anything can happen, right? Would they sell I don't even know how that would work, right? They don't own Tom Clancy. They own the game rights for Clancy games, right? So how do they like manage splintering that off, pun intended, I guess,
keeping some and letting go of others? I mean, I don't know how that would work. I think you can literally sell Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. You know,
I don't think they can. I think they have the license to use it, right? But I don't know that they can like
it's a light.
sell
I thought they owned the game.
Clancy.
Right.
I don't think they own Clancy. Like maybe they own some portion of like being able to do whatever they want with it from a gaming perspective. But I doubt, just like any IP deal, I'm sure there's like a clause in there that says if you try to give this to somebody else, we come back at the table. And that's gonna obviously happen.
That's right. Yeah,
and I would totally expect that. I don't think that's the end of the world, by the way. That doesn't mean that that Clancy, whoever owns that full IP, doesn't come in and say, "Oh, this publisher wants to take that on." Absolutely, this is how much we want.
So just to give us a little fact check, Space Shot says Ubisoft has the ability to sell anything they want of Tom Clancy. They received the Tom Clancy naming in full. Clancy sold his interest completely in the naming to Red Storm Entertainment, which was sold to Ubisoft.
So they own the entire IP then. Okay, so that does take care of it. Then.
So Clancy
they can do whatever they want with it.
Just a game IP when it comes to
no. He's saying that they own all of it. They own the entire
so like the books too and shit like that. Well, true, because I have seen the Splinter Cell books that look like the game. You know
so they own all of it. If they own all of it, now they can do whatever they want. Yes, absolutely, they can do whatever they want. We will see. We'll see what they want. But I again, it's one of those things. Would they license it, or would they like just sell that part of it? Who knows? It's just odd situations. So we'll see. But like, and is there some play there for PlayStation? Possibly, right? I don't know. But look, right now it's what do they want as far as Ubisoft to keep? One of the games they've been trying to put together is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
I thought they canceled that.
But yeah, so I don't know if that's canceled or not, but like that could be revived by somebody else, and maybe they could like take that on because apparently Ubisoft can't seem to get it done. So I don't know. That's something they could do. I don't know. There's plenty of potentials here. But whatever. Like it's cool that Atari is doing this. Beyond that, whatever. It's we'll see what Ubisoft does eventually. I don't know that there's any exclusivity from Microsoft, right? Because of the whole like cloud thing that they had to do. So I don't know if they have like some like riders in that you can't do any other type of thing, like acquire any part of it. So
maybe that's why they're keeping Ubisoft the name, that entity afloat, because that's the entity that signed that contract. So
yeah, but again, I don't know if like Microsoft, for instance, could buy or Xbox could buy the any part of Ubisoft's IP library. Gotcha. So I don't know. I don't know if that's like a part of the deal, right? So, but either way, whatever. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, that's what's up. Let me get the homie real quick. Razor Ultron, thank you for being a member for 10 months. There's no message, so I don't know what that was, but appreciate you, my brother. Then we got the homie Adidas 20, our boy. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. You just did a salute sign. Salute to you, my friend. Appreciate you, friend. All right, let's continue on with make the cut. So next up, Paramount is reportedly in talks to acquire the rights to make a Call of Duty film. Reportedly a priority for Paramount's new leadership.
Nice.
It's funny because when I hear that and I think of all the military fucking movies that have been made in the history of time, how the fuck has Call of Duty not been a movie yet? You know what I'm saying? Like, that just sounds crazy. And a matter of fact, it actually almost seems like it almost would just do better as like a Netflix series, like Call of Duty, and then every season could mimic like Call of Duties in real life. So like every season could just be a completely different Call of Duty season. I don't know how this, how that didn't happen. Are you guys like,
yeah.
Is it bewildering to you? I don't know. It sounds
I mean, like whatever. Like game movies have been like crap for a while. We're finally starting to get some that are good, right? So I don't know if that's just something that never seemed to coalesce, right? They did do Activision Blizzard did do Warcraft.
World of Warcraft,
And
Warcraft movie.
right, well, that movie, and that bombed like terribly, right? But I don't know, whatever, it is
But
what
that's
it
like
is.
fantasy. This is military. We've seen so
But
many military movies.
it's not the fact that it's one genre or the other. That was an attempt by ABK to try that, and it did not go anywhere, right? So you just have to look at it from that perspective. Like, do they want to do that with another big property or not? Again, whatever. Microsoft, Xbox has been trying to do it, right? They are definitely going down this path. Some big misses and now some good hits, right? So that's a cool thing. So we'll see how that keeps going, but like I think that's a good thing for that franchise if it's done well. Hopefully it doesn't lose money, right? So if they can pull it off the right way, fair enough, right? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is. It's nice to see. I think that's a big move. Obviously we know both PlayStation, Xbox, not even both, all three of them, Nintendo, all of them have been kind of moving into, taking their IP and expanding it, right? Like that's kind of just the name of the game now. And obviously there has been tons of successful like video game adaptations now. So I feel like at this point any game is kind of up for grabs for either movie or TV show that could be done well. Not that there won't be shit ones, but I think nowadays with tech and everything is pretty likely.
You know what happened, CMoney? That these movies and Hollywood in general, they run out of ideas. That's exactly what's happening. So now they looking for the thing that they neglected all this time. They never taken video games seriously. And now they want to fuck with us. But you know what we say to Hollywood? With Hollywood, we don't care about your shit. We don't want to Hollywood our games. Let the games be the way they are, bro. And look, it's cool. I'll probably watch the movie, but Call of Duty, and it's just another thing, so so that they can get criticized again, bro. that's just the way I see it.
I feel like it's such an easy. I feel like it's a layup, bro. Like how many military movies and shows get made all the time, and you can literally Call of Duty is literally just this name that you could just throw on the title and make any military type show you would want for a season, and be able to do some completely different thing and not be trapped by one story. I just feel like it's so easy, man.
Yeah,
it's an interesting question of will it have enough people want to watch it, right? Like I don't know. That's an interesting question.
Call of Duty players are gonna be playing Call of Duty and sweating in these matches. They don't care about movie.
Is it enough of a pull, right? And that's like Minecraft. Minecraft like blew up. It did really, really well, right? Like out of nowhere. Like yes, that absolutely. Like granted, it's like the biggest game seller of all time, right? But it certainly did really well in the theaters, though the critics weren't all that appreciative. But that doesn't matter.
Listen, I can tell you that we saw it and then we bought it. I thought it was fine. Like I thought it was a good movie. Like we had a good time. So I think the crazy shit is that there's just so many IP that exists that can be used, but like you also got to scope it, right? Like not every IP is that big to warrant something like that. There's a few, and I think we're seeing it. I think we see the ones get picked up, right? Gears is getting TV shows, movies. I think Assassin's Creed has another show or movie that they're making. There's a lot of the big stuff is happening. So Call of Duty, I guess, is just next in line. We'll see. We'll see what comes from it. Fucking Ghost of Yotei, the limited edition consoles and controllers and console covers.
Oh my god.
Go live on September 4th. Bro, that's still the ugliest shit I ever. It looks like you dropped your fucking case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
with all those stupid ass lines. Like you pay an artist God knows how much money to be like, hey, I want you to come up with a dope ass design. We got fucking samurai swords, crazy shit. make me something dope. We could outline a mountain for you, make it look like
we just
shit.
go in a
Do
mountain.
black and gold. Deal. Like what? How is that?
That's poor. I mean, to each their own, but I don't think that that they did an amazing job. It's just like I don't know, just kind of mid, right?
Mm-hmm. Very much so.
Kind of mid. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Agreed. Resident Evil 9 Requiem director Nakanishi's statement says, I can't say anything else about the game's story or the characters that will be revealed, but I can promise you that there is someone you are looking forward to. Now, this is the thing. The reason I wanted to mention this, because I don't follow Resident Evil like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't really know their stories or anything. Even I've played through them, couldn't tell you there's an outbreak, you gotta save somebody or you gotta rescue this person and survive. Done. Every Resident Evil story in my mind. But who's this character? I know we've had like Chris Redfield, I know him. I know Leon Kennedy, right? I know him. Is it Jill? Is Jill the one that is gonna make a kind of reveal herself to be in this game? Do we think that it could be Jill?
I don't know, man. Like if you ask me, I'm not a Resident Evil guy.
Oh, so nobody's a Resident Evil fan. I know Hargeet's not. So
well, I mean, I like it. I think it's cool, but
yeah. I mean, I play them. I fuck with them. It's crazy. I really don't like to watch like horror shit.
Yeah, I mean,
like I think in the gaming side, I tend to like them because they're dark. They tend to be the most visually impressive things, or they tend to be like they have the ability to be, because there's, since everything's not lit up, the things that are lit up, you could tend to put more power to it and make it look better. Resident Evil 9 looks fucking stunning. So it's really, I can't wait for this game, but like I'm also not like a Resident Evil lore person. So I can't really tell you. Like I know Code Veronica, people sweat that one too, or have like a debate about that one. I don't even know the name of the person who is in that game. Is her name Veronica? I'm just kind of assuming at this point, and nobody knows. Well, Claire Redfield. Were they brother and sister? That sounds wild. Shout out to Cullen Prime. What's up, man? Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a member for 12 months. There's no message though, so appreciate you though. Okay. Well, listen. I guess this is why this didn't make the cut, because nobody knows shit about this fucking game. Can't wait for it though. Like I'm so pumped for Resident Evil 9. I love 7. I love I beat Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake. I love them. Resident Evil 4 remake. I played a bunch of it. I haven't beaten it, but I enjoyed it. So I'm definitely a Resident Evil fan of the game and the experience. But I'm not a lore person. Also, I don't like the puzzles, so I can only do it now in this timeline and not when I was a kid, because I can't get stuck like that. You know what I'm saying? Where does this rack? How do you find the scorpion tail to go on this door? Google. Yeah. How do you find the scorpion tail? Got it. Dope. Let's go. Like I don't got time for that. All right. Hollow Knight Silk Song price possibly revealed by GameStop. Fun fact: the price is $0 if you have Game Pass. But if you don't, then I guess you got to pay. And supposedly $20, which seems low for such a highly anticipated game.
Sure. I mean, it's at that level though, right? The first one was around that too. So I mean, I think
but this game has hype, bro. Like people are fucking obsessed with this game. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest with you. I don't even think I played the first one. If I played it, it was a little bit. And
Hollow Knight, it's on Game Pass, I think, still.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's not, I'm not saying that it's bad or anything like that. I'm sure it's amazing. But I'm not like a huge Metrovania fan, so it's like I don't necessarily go out of my way to play them unless there's like something about them that really calls me. Especially something like really graphically impressive or something like that. I mean, Silksong is going to be day one. I'm going to play it. So, but $20, I mean, I think that's a good price. It's a great price. I think they just want to move numbers, right?
Yep. I think
that's the name of the game, which is smart, right? Could they do 40? Yes. Would it sell a lot? Yes. But I think for them, they're looking like long term, just get the numbers, man. It's going to be everywhere. So I guess you're also catering to different fan bases, and Hollow Knight on Xbox and PlayStation at $40 might do good. Hollow Knight on Switch for $40 might not work. So maybe they're just kind of doing a, $20 solves the problem. Let me get the homie Illuminati in the building. What's up, Illuminati? 420. Clever. With that $2, which I appreciate you, homie, says Eurogamer gave Lost Souls Aside a 40 PlayStation LLC. That's crazy. Hold on. A 4 out of 10? Are you shitting me?
Yeah, Web David sent me a picture of the game, and it looks bad.
Really? I told y'all, by the way, that I wasn't a big fan of what it looked like. Like, it did nothing for me. Eurogamer 4.
Damn. No wonder
Only
the reviews were out.
Reviews. Yep. Push Square saying we're torn.
Let me throw this
generic story, shallow characters, and uneven polish. See, this is the thing that gets me, because I saw that that guy, was it Kami on Twitter or whatever, and he started glazing the game, and I was like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, I don't know. A 40 is crazy.
Damn. Well, I've seen people playing on Twitter, and I mean, some people were disappointed because, I mean, let's keep it real. A lot of people think that because this has soul in its name, it's supposed to be a Souls-like. And this is more like a hack and slash, traditional, like DMC, and even, in the same scope as something like Ninja Gaiden. So I don't know, maybe they were disappointed. For what I've seen, I don't think it's too bad. I know the voice acting is terrible. I know the voice acting. The voice acting.
Are you crazy? You're fucking. You are fucking. You fucking you. You bloody bastard. You.
I didn't know there was gonna be voice demo. I'm sorry. I just went to start it over to let it play.
You fucking bloody bastard. Bench you bloody. Bench you bloody. No, but why? Bloody no. Bloody fucking accident. Then what you wanna do? Why you fuck me? I fuck you, bloody. Bloody bastard. Fucking running like lady, eh? Why you get?
Goddamn, Argeet, did you watch this shit?
Oh my god!
I did not have the audio on.
I didn't. To be clear, I didn't turn on the audio. When you rewind it, it automatically turns on the audio. That
was hilarious.
Hysterical.
Yes.
Wow! Look at that high quality. This is
yes.
Okay. Well, wow. All right, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, well, that's Lost Soul Aside.
Yikes. Does it have a meta yet? Let me look at open credit.
No, only one. It only has one review, which is from Eurogamer.
Wow.
The other one is from Push Square, but they don't even have a number on it.
Like we can't even rate it. It's that bad.
Yeah, like we're gonna have to make up a fucking number. This is the thing. I think we're forgetting that these games, like, it's cool that they're making all these games and stuff from these areas, and that's cool. But games are still games, right? Games are still gonna come out, and you might think they look cool, and they're gonna be shit.
Yep.
So it's not like every game that comes from fucking China is gonna be a fucking Grand Slam amazing experience because they got nothing but the best developers in the world over there. It's like, no, fam, they're just making different types of games, and some of them are gonna suck. Wu-Chang was amazing. This looks like not great. Okay, not great. But thank you for bringing that to us, to my attention, Illuminati. Perfect.
The next big PlayStation banger. You need a PS5 to play that. Oh, you don't. Actually, you can get it on PC. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is the first day one release, right? But to be fair, this game was developed by one person for most of the development cycle. You know, to be fair.
Okay, well, you know, is he charging like $6 because there's only one person that is gonna make money off of this?
Oh, I don't know. That's not all I'm saying.
No, he's charging full price, right?
So
that's his problem. if he couldn't handle it, you know, sounds like a bit of a personal problem situation. You know,
it's 60 bucks.
60, yeah. If a team of 200 people make a game and they sell their game for 70, and this dude is one person who made that game for most of the time. Should have been 40.
Yeah, but he doesn't get to determine that, right? Because it's published by PlayStation, is it not?
I don't know.
I think
it's on PC as well. I don't know if they got the publishing rights.
I'm assuming they are publishing it on both, but let me just check. Yep, publishers SIE, and so they get to determine or PlayStation gets to determine what the pricing is going to be.
Got it. Well, that checks out then. It checks out.
Yeah,
it's PlayStation.
Yeah, they did that to freaking Housemarque too, right? They made their game like, did they make their game 70?
I think it was
ridiculous.
Full price. Yeah, it was full price.
Like, are you kidding me for that thing? Really?
Yeah, the game might have been successful at like 35 or 40. Mac22TH in the building. My brother, thank you for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says CMoney, sorry. Resident Evil is OR. I'm assuming that's overrated. That seems like a possibility to me. Let me know if it's incorrect. Called Weeb, I got your request. I accepted it. Yeah, I mean, look, like I said, like I really enjoy being scared in a game. I think in movies and TV is not my jam anymore. When I was younger, I used to like it. As a grown person, no. But in games, I'm still in it. I still enjoy it. So definitely looking forward to 9. 9 is gonna be a banger.
So given that Lost Little Side sucks ass, can we now start a new trend? PlayStation slop. Because look, half their games don't even make it out, right? And then the ones that do come out, yeah, there's a couple that are good, but the rest are fucking trash. So, PlayStation slop, anyone?
I feel like at this point they deserve it. You know what I'm saying? At this point, it's deserved. They can't release anything that is like exciting, that is dope. Look at Ghost of Yote, right? They released another trailer, which again, I'm not gonna even bother showing them anymore because it's, you know, it's just the same shit. Nothing has changed. I feel like they took this game and now they're just making a mockery of what Ghost of Tsushima is. Like they got this bitch pretty much like breakdancing fighting, right? Like she's dropping, doing this thing, grabbing this thing, throwing this thing, showing the thing, like they're doing it to a you know what I'm saying? Like it's on beat, right? Like they're just trying to do as much crazy random shit that has nothing, like no part of what a fucking samurai game would look like, or definitely not what Ghost of Tsushima looked like. And granted, they're trying to make it their own thing, and trying to make it distinct and different. And you know, the first guy was old and slow, and she's young and spree or something like that. She can do all this crazy shit. It doesn't. First of all, it doesn't look good. Number one, like every time they show it, I keep wondering like who's looking at. Who's approving this shit to go out? But number two, even like the just the game of it. Like, who's gonna play the game that way? Is that the way you would play a samurai game? You know what I'm saying? Like, you shooting, like throwing the thing, and then what does she have? Chains on the sword that automatically make them come back? Because you sure as shit don't see them when she throws the sword. You don't see the chain part anywhere. So are we just supposed to be like, oh, there's a chain that she magically just whips back, yet there's no real animation for it? She just throws it and then it just kind of appears back in her hand. What the fuck is she, Kratos? What are we watching here? Like, I don't know. It's
top quality. I'm sorry.
That says, does anyone else think the blood spatter in Yote look weird? Everything in Yote look weird. Everything. Like, it's all like bad, bro. Like, it's just bad. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's just bad. That's the name of it. Like, and all these people are excited for it. If they are, good for them, man. I wish them all the success in the world. I hope that team sells enough copies to justify their existence and, maybe do something else. But this ain't it, man. For me personally, I'm not like another game coming out that's supposed to be like, think about it. Like, I can't be the only one who has a PlayStation, right? And saying to myself, okay, we're getting one game this year. At least I'll have one game I might potentially buy, whether it's here or if it was on PC, whatever. But it's a first-party PlayStation game. And then the game gets announced and I see it, and it's like, what the fuck is this? So that means for the rest of the time, if I only had a PlayStation 5, the rest of the time I would have to keep seeing trailers of this fucking game that I think looks like dog shit. And then just fucking be stuck in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine, I can't be the only dude who has a PlayStation who's like, what the fuck is this? Why is this happening?
Well, so if you're one of the people who has a PlayStation only to play the exclusives, which would be most of the PC crowd, the Xbox crowd, right, Nintendo crowd, it is rather disappointing. Like, this is why I just don't have one anymore. I'm like, I don't need it. PC is good enough for me. I'll wait. I don't have FOMO. I'll just wait. If the game's good, I'll buy it on PC, and that's it. There's just no point to PlayStation for me.
I do have FOMO. Okay, I struggle with it. It's the real deal. I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good, but I do have it where if I can't self-soothe my way out of not buying it, I want to get it. Right. So that's why I have the fucking PlayStation, just in case the small chance that they release something.
What's coming?
I don't fucking know, man. I don't know.
Because look, PS6 is around the corner. You got 2 years. 2 years. What do you think's coming in 2 years that's going to be worth it? There's just nothing. This gen has sucked for them. It really has. They've had like a handful of PlayStation 5 first-party exclusives. There's just really not that much. All their games were mostly PS4 games. This gen has really sucked for them. It just has.
It does. It's the worst gen ever in a first party like history. It's crazy. And I'm talking like, I'm not talking about like basic bitch expectations, right? Sure, if you have basic bitch expectations, you got Spider-Man 2 and you were happy with that, cool, you got a new Spider-Man game. If you have basic bitch expectations and you're like, cool, I got a new God of War Ragnarok, okay? Like,
but Ragnarok was a PS4 game.
That's what I'm saying, though. But like,
you got it up-resed, fine, but it's a PS4 game.
But that's it. But like, that's the things they released this gen weren't only on PlayStation 5, and if they were, again, it's like it might as well have been, right? That you tell it there's nothing about Spider-Man 2 that could not have been on PlayStation 4. It's just not the case. They literally used the same world, just added more detail. Same world. Same world. Don't tell me adding another Spider-Man that you can't control at the same time that just zooms in and out. Bitch, we've had Grand Theft Auto for over a decade. Okay, Grand Theft Auto 5, been there, done that. That it just is what it is, right? So like, stop the bullshit. Demon Souls, I see Genesis. What's up, man? Thank you for being here, homie. I think that's Abacab. Demon Souls was a remake for an old game, and it was fine for the people who liked it. I don't care about Demon Souls, so that was that was a waste for me. Returnal was not my cup of tea at all.
Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank was fine for me, but it's not like it was not a, at least graphically it tried to do something. But then the game was boring for me. Like it was fine. You know what I'm saying? Like I ended up beating it. I ended up beating it. Okay. So it was. I don't regret playing it and beating it, but at the same time, if I never did, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, I have to go play this, right? Like, it just kind of is.
And now you got Ghost of Yote.
That's just going to become a ghost completely.
What else do they have that's exclusive? Oh, the game of the year, Astro. Astro is another one that's only PS5.
Yes, which obviously, clearly when you look at that game, there's no reason why that's a PlayStation 5 only game, right? Nothing about it needs to be.
What else? Like, they haven't really announced a release date for anything else. You've seen Saros.
Intergalactic, obviously.
Maybe. Well, Intergalactic, again, maybe a PS6 game. I don't know that it makes it in PS5.
At this point, I'm hoping. At this point, my fingers are crossed that the PlayStation
right?
6
So, Saros may come out next year. Okay, whoop-de-doo. They have Fair Games, which we don't know that that's not a PS4 game, but from what we've been seeing so far, we're expecting that to be a PS5 game. But hey, they may just decide we need the user base. PS4. Heck, they may decide freaking Xbox and Switch if that game even comes out. Marathon, we already know is a everywhere game, but I don't know if that's cross-gen. I haven't even looked, but it may be on everything. But maybe that's just current gen. Okay. Again, but that literally is everywhere.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Max says even Gran Turismo was on PlayStation 4.
Correct. Yeah, like all their games were PS4 games. There's like a handful, and that's it. And then the roadmap going forward, I'm like, you have nothing. You've shown me nothing. So PS5 is a just terrible generation. Like PS6 is coming around the corner, and you're like, well, all those games that you're looking for, they're going to be on PS6. What else is there? They had they've had this timed exclusivity, I guess, with DS2. Okay, whatever. That's really it, though, right? Like there's just nothing. Lost Soul aside, whoop-de-doo. Stellar Blade, yeah, it's on PC. It's probably coming to other platforms too. Like all these timed exclusivity things, that's just not enough. But on their first party side, it has been shit. It has not been very good.
That's just the facts.
Yeah. I had to add, bro, that, the whole console war started because of the first party shit. Pony started that shit. And now you see Sony PlayStation with this output. It's been ridiculous. And it's been really poor. They had to resort to Temu developers, Chinese developers, honestly. And look, here's the thing. No disrespect to the Chinese developers, because I'm pretty sure there's some talented individuals out there. But everybody know what the Chinese do. They turn everything into a factory, and they're going to try to give you the fastest, the cheapest product that they can, because that's just the way they operate. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be always bad. There's going to be some gems in there.
Yeah, like Black Myth was good, right? It was a decent game.
But eventually they're going to find out. Why is this? Because, they like literally a one-trick pony. All the games that they have are literally the same. Sword game, Souls-like. It's just like, come on, bro. They getting find out. We're getting, kind of fed up with it. The creativity is not there. They're just literally producing games for the sake of it, just to have something to sell. Literally. And that's fine. That some people, I'm pretty sure, that are gonna consume this product, but we are, there's some other people out there who are expecting a little bit more, right? And you would expect a little bit more based on the market and these prices too, because if you're gonna be giving me a Chinese product, it's usually cheap. So don't be charging me $70 for a game that is a copy and paste from something and has literally nothing original about it, And of course, no disrespect to them. They do what they do, and I respect the hustle. But at the end of the day, this is my hobby, and I decide what to buy. And nothing against the Chinese. They do some good stuff, to be fair. They do some good stuff, but I just don't want this to become like a factory, like one size fits all type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you could tell that Sony was like, "Yo, we want some Souls-like games. Go get them." And like that's what their team went and did. They found anything and everything that looked like that shit, and somebody was like, "Is this doesn't even count as a Souls-like? Yeah, fuck it. He got a sword. All right, yeah. This one too. Let's get this one in here." Like they don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And look, we should always be fair that they do have MLB The Show that comes out every year. Again, it's everywhere, right? That's from MLB. That's got to be everywhere. So it comes out. It does well enough for them. They're happy with it. Great. That's awesome. And again, if you are a PS5 main, fine. You have all the other third-party stuff and Xbox games, and you get to play like games that you actually want to play. That's fine, right? It's just from the flip side, and the majority of people are the flip side. Whether people accept that or not, there are more Nintendo, Xbox, and PC players than there are just PlayStation players.
Yeah.
For them, like if you buy a PlayStation just to get their exclusives, it's been like
Pretty dry.
It's
Pretty dry.
It's just not that good. Like
Bro.
I do not miss it. I just don't. I like the handful of games. I'm like, I haven't even bought Spider-Man. I think it 2 is out on PC now, right? I haven't even bothered because I'm like, dude, I haven't even gotten to the other games I bought from you. I have no time to play because I get inundated with games from Game Pass. Like I will keep just eating the games I keep getting, and I'll worry about your games when I have time, which will probably be never. And it has to be so enticing that it's worth my time, right? So, there's just not there anymore. Like I have not seen anything from them that wows me. Like way back when Spider-Man 2018 came out, like when that trailer dropped, I'm like, holy fuck. And I saw God of War. And I'm like, oh my God, I can play this God of War. This looks great. Like those are pre-ordered, right? Like I just don't have that anymore. And I'm like, I just don't care. Like
because they're not pushing.
What's going on with them?
All those games you mentioned should absolutely have had that moment on PlayStation 5. Yeah. Spider-Man 2, we should have looked at it and saw this brand new, beautiful vista. Even if it was New York, it shouldn't have just been copy paste the island. It should be what next gen New York looks like, right? That world should be populated with so many fucking people. Like, give us Times Square. Like, focus on shit that would have made a pop. They did nothing.
I think my problem is I've already been there, and I'm like, you haven't given me that new experience, right? So if it was like Wolverine had actually come out and it doesn't look like that shit thing that we saw, that would be compelling, right? And that trailer was compelling. Like, holy shit, they got Wolverine coming? And you assume that they would do a good job with it, right? Not the crap that we were seeing, right? And like, hopefully they are like redoing it and doing it right. But that would be a compelling game. But do I even expect that in PS5 gen now? No, I think that's a PS6 game. And like, so what do they have for me? It's just garbage. And like, anyway, whatever. We're ranting. We have plenty of topics we haven't even got to. But
yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, I mean, it's a concerning situation for sure. But here, I mean, you do what you can, bro. Like when you cannot go to Louis Vuitton, when you cannot go to Gucci and Dior and things like that, you go to the Chinatown, bro. That's what you do. And that's just literally what's going on. So, I mean, it is what it is, man. That's what they are right now, bro. That's their level. Sad, but true.
That's true. That's what it is. That's it. Did you know that StreamYard has just added sounds?
Yep.
Shoot. Wow. That was beautiful. See that? You got applause. We could bounce. This is great. I just noticed it right now. That's a wonderful thing. It seems like you can add your own sounds now. Look at that.
Do we get to do that? Is that like in the share or something? I don't know.
No, it's on the, I don't know if you can do it actually.
Only for you, it looks like, right?
Yeah. You should try to see if you can add. You should send me the file. The emotional damage, some of those other ones, so I can put it in here. That'll be nice.
They had the bomb, they had the clap, the applause,
but they don't have the. I don't know why.
No, but you can like literally download that.
You can just add them in, yeah.
Emotional damage.
Yeah, it never gets old. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me get the homie Broke boy Lewis in the building with the $10.01 super chat so that we can go ahead and make sure he's on there. I'm pretty sure this would officially give him a triple banger for the night. He can go for a quadruple banger with 11 gifted subs. We'll see if he wants to go for the quadruple. But right now with the $10.01, he says, effing with Porter Rock today. He made a $500 bet that ES6, Elder Scrolls 6, will be day one on PlayStation. The guy took the bet. Then Porter Rock did a vid saying the guy changed the bet to day one. Will be day one. And then it says the guy changed the date, changed the bet to day one. Got documented proof that was PR original bet. Okay, so Porter Rock was trying to deny that he's the one who made it a day one and that the guy tried to make it a day one. That sounds ridiculous. By the way, it's funny because I didn't have my mic on. I think I was playing Helldivers with Porter Rock last night.
Funny as hell.
I think I was because I heard him. I mean, my name is CMoney for life on the thing, but I heard him and I feel like there's not a lot of people who have this dude's exact voice. And I feel like I heard him 100%. He was crying about where people were going to drop or something like that. I didn't think I was playing with a PlayStation person, but he sounded just like him. We should ask him if he was playing Helldivers last night and crying and embarrassing himself in front of everybody. Shout out to you, broke boy. Let me go ahead and update this banner before I fuck around and forget. Biggest super Mac. Biggest super broke boy. Boy Lewis. That $10.01. Shout out to you, broke boy. Appreciate you, man. All right, and then we have the homie Bounty in the building. Thank you, my brother, for being here. Thank you for that $2 super chat. Says, did you see PlayStation might get another price hike?
On top of the one they just did?
Well, they just had a price hike that's official 100%. Are you saying there's an additional? That would be real crazy. That would be like really insane. I don't know. That would be real crazy. Let me know what you saw with that. And then we got Earth Prime. Thank you, brother, for being a member for 10 months, man. Appreciate you, homie. Gifted. Oh, okay. You know what I think is happening? Okay, so I think that they do, like, they don't allow you to do a message here. I don't know what it is, but I feel like these people are trying to do messages, but it's not going through, and I don't know why. So, it's a good question. Like, I have no idea, but appreciate you, brother. Thank you for being a member for 10 months, bro. That is fucking awesome. Okay. And then, wow, that wasn't even a thing. That was just from a tweet. I mean, a message. Did you guys hear that NetherRealm is working on Injustice 3?
Disgusting.
2 voice actors in the series confirmed it. It's currently in development. Is that a
nah, man? I hate Injustice.
You don't like Injustice?
Like no. You know
why?
why?
I feel like Injustice is one of the best, like, comic book stories, bro.
Yeah, I just look. Here's how I feel about Injustice. I feel like, okay, it has a nice story and all of that, but I honestly don't play fighting games just because of the story. You know what I'm saying? I play fighting games because of the gameplay loop and, you know, how satisfying it is to beat people up with my fist, right? And Injustice is one of those games that everybody has superpowers, so everybody's like throwing shit all the time. It's very spammy, very zoning heavy, and that's what I dislike about it. Maybe they, you know, for the most part.
Did you say like Sony heavy?
Zoning, like zoning.
Oh,
zoning. Like zoning. Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Okay,
you're using fighting.
Yeah, fighting game terms. So basically, that's what you would call spamming, right? The reason
is that
why
like when you get somebody in a corner and you just keep jocking them? That's what I used to. That's what I used to call
no. So zoning is when you are throwing projectiles to the other player nonstop. Okay, so you're trying to keep him away from getting close to you, which is like the very pussy thing to do, because that means you're scared of throwing hands, which is like the whole point of a fighting game. And it's a play style. It's respected in the competitive fighting scene. But I don't like it, bro. I like throwing hands, bro. So when you see me playing characters, I play characters like Scorpion. Does it has a projectile? No. My favorite character in the
What do you
whole
mean?
game.
Get over here.
That's not a projectile. That's super unsafe. That's like, it's not like Liu Kang that throws fireballs and shit. It's just like he has that one move that can hit you from far away. For the most part, you need to get up close and personal, right? The same thing. My other favorite character is Jax, which it has a projectile, but it's not very spammy because it's very slow. So what this dude likes to do is get up close and personal and literally fucks you up, with his own hands and with throws and stuff. So I mean, it's not my style, but I can see why people, like it. I'm looking forward more to the Invincible game though now. That and this has been rumored, Injustice, because I'm more like, okay, I'm a straight up Killer Instinct Mortal Kombat fan. Those are the two fighting games that are literally my bread and butter, right? So yeah, man, I mean, honest, that's my opinion, bro. I'm not very thrilled about Injustice. Never really enjoyed it, not even Injustice 1. When it first came out in the Xbox 360, I found it very like spammy, like I said. Injustice 2 was like the same thing. And it's just like, man, it's just like,
Dude,
I don't know.
Injustice 2 story was so good, dog.
Yeah, but then after that, what? Like the gameplay was ass.
Then you put that shit away and you move on to the next game. Fuck
no, that's not why. That's not the reason why I play. I want to learn combos. I want to learn cool moves. I want to learn, how to defeat opponents with
Bro, I gotta tell you, I haven't looked at a fighting game for the sake of it being a fighting game in God knows how long. Mortal Kombat, the only reason I like Mortal Kombat 10 pretty much started it, where they had like this dope ass story mode, and that's the only thing that could pull me through. And I'd even beat that one. Same thing with the last one. It was really good, but I'd even beat that one. But like, that's the only chance, man. Like, I'm just not, I don't know. I'm not competitive like that.
Yeah, but I like to play fighting games in that level. So to me, it's just like, okay, the story is cool, but I'm not just gonna pay $70 to play a 6-hour story and that's it, and throw the game away. Like, okay, I give it the game a chance if it's fun, but if it's anything like Injustice 1 or 2, then I'm out. And that's just the way I feel. I just don't like being spammed with projectiles all the time. I want to get up close and personal and have a good time fighting, throw hands, like, fuck me up with real combos. Don't throw me shit. If I want to throw shit, let's play Call of Duty. Yeah.
Can I ask you a real question though?
Yeah.
Whatever your fighting game of choice is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why play a different one?
Why not?
Well, meaning if you found the fighting game that is perfect for you, right? Where it's just like does everything the way you like it, you're happy with it. I mean, what's really the difference at that point? Just more characters, different backgrounds?
Well, I mean, for starters, there's like things. I mean, fighting games could be very different. For example, if you compare something like Mortal Kombat to Tekken, Tekken is more like, there's no projectiles. You need to get more up close and personal. It's more about like footsies and distances and all that. Mortal Kombat is more about abilities and the characters and the universe, right? So the playstyle is way different. Mortal Kombat, you get juggles, and Tekken, you get juggles, some of it. Not really. It's not that juggle heavy as Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, you can do combos forever. You can boom, 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 right? And that's why people quit, because like I'm not about to like when is my turn, right? But it's just like different, bro. Different vibes, different moves, character, different mechanics, and I think that's the most important part. The mechanics, like Tekken has a way of playing, that Mortal Kombat and the rest of the fighting games have different ways of playing it. They're all different, bro. They're all different. And, I mean, I would love to get deeper into this topic, but obviously this is not a fighting game podcast. But yeah, definitely, man, two different. And the reason why I would hope that Injustice is fun, and it's because like they already dropped Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is not going to receive any more updates, any more characters, as far as I know. And it's just like the game just dies. And it's just like, okay, I would like to continue playing Mortal Kombat, but I sort of need an incentive, right? To keep playing, like new characters, new abilities, new moves, new stuff to do within the game, right? And it's just like, you know, the minute that Injustice comes out, I know that NetherRealm is just going to abandon Mortal Kombat. And, you know, we're stuck with like, you know, whatever else they're working on. It's just sort of like Call of Duty, you know, like you can love Modern Warfare 3 or something, but you know, you're not getting any new content in that game. It is what it is at that point, right? And that doesn't mean that you can like it and keep playing it, but it's just like, okay, the new stuff, that's what you want. So I'd rather have a new Mortal Kombat game than an Injustice game. And it's just like I'm sick of the superhero shit. It's just like kind of boring already. At the end of the day, I don't know, bro. We just had in Justice League. We have a Lego Batman game. It's just like so many superheroes, and
Bro,
it's just like I
don't
know.
talk
It's
about
just
Lego
not it.
Batman in no derogatory way, bro. Lego Batman is my fucking only Batman game I'm getting, and
Right.
God knows how long, bro.
But here it is, CMoney. I'm not talking about it in a derogatory way. I'm talking about it like if I want to play Batman, I'll go play that shit. I don't play Batman in a fighting game. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't thrill me. That's just my opinion, bro. If you love Injustice by any means, you go ahead and pick it up. But in my opinion, it's just not as fun as other games. I'd rather play Street Fighter or some bullshit.
So I think the thing is when it comes to that, and we're gonna move on from it because it's
yeah, of course, yeah.
like
We don't want to
we're
be talking about this
for a
all
long
night.
time.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest thing is that like they obviously are just trying to do things to attract other players, right? And like I'm not a fighting game
casual. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not a fighting game fan like that, but throw in a cool ass story or something and just make it where I'm like watching the story play out and then I do all the fight scenes. Like that's pretty cool. You know,
yeah,
like,
that is cool. I do enjoy the stories. It's just like there's so much to it than just the story, to the fighting game, the complexity, and like I mentioned earlier, the mechanics, the things that you can do, the different situations that you can find, and the different ways that you can counter your enemies. And it's just like, you know, fascinating to me that, you know, fighting games could be this deep, right? It's such a steep learning curve that it's like, okay, I need to learn the techniques, then I need to get my muscle memory down, then I need to do it in an actual match, then I'm gonna be facing players that are gonna like do stuff that I've never seen before, and I'm gonna learn from it. The whole learning experience was the thrill for me, right? And I know that I'm not gonna enjoy Injustice just because I'm not gonna be able to get up close and personal. Like, okay, I don't care if you throw projectiles on me. I know how to counter it. It's just annoying. Like, goddamn, I had to duck, get close, and fuck you up. And it's just like, wow, like we could have just like, you know, avoid the whole bullshit and, you know, just like fucking shut up and that's it. It's like foreplay. Like we could like literally skip that shit.
Oh my god.
And go straight into that finger blasting, bro. Because you know your boy Devil Flow is really about that life. Especially and I'm just saying in every game I play, yo guys, when I play you know, Call of Duty, Gears, I'm the guy pushing forward, I'm the guy dying, and like, bro, you die again. Like, who gives a shit? It's a video game. I don't care about my guys or my character's life if they get blown up to pieces. I'm gonna respawn and I'm gonna continue doing what I want to do and living my life like if you don't have that mentality, that's what people get frustrated. That's what people quit. And that's why I'm able to enjoy video games, because I don't take it as serious. I go in there, get killed. Who gives a shit? I'll kill you next time or whatever. That's, you know, it's just the way, you know, I enjoy it. And everybody's different. Yeah. I'm crazy like that, man. Yeah, I'm crazy like that. Let's go.
So I did see in the chat, Bounty said yes, another price hike. That would just be crazy.
That's terrible.
And you were also just questioning like who the fuck over there decided to announce this one if there's another one coming soon, you know, like that'd be crazy, especially going into the holidays. Genius move. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Price goes up. This is so crazy, yo. Oh man. We have the homie Will Broke Boy Lewis in the building with that $5 which I appreciate you. He says, yeah, PR said he's already won the bet because the game will be on PlayStation, and the guy who took the bet was focusing on the day one part. That was PR's bet. Gotcha. So he feels like he's scared because he might lose his his bet because he doesn't trust that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to launch everywhere on the same day versus just eventually being on PlayStation. I don't know. That was a risky bet to take. And like, if you're going to do a bet publicly in front of the world and is recorded, that's pretty crazy to try to change your bet. So, I mean, it is what it is. Maybe he's too busy playing Helldivers last night. He forgot what he betted. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And I see the homie Mag22TH. Thank you, my brother, for being a member for 8 months. Again, I think you were trying to do a member chat, but they don't give it. I gotta look into it. I don't know. Maybe the dollar tier doesn't give the member chat. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Seems weird because there's only one toggle, which is allow people to have member chats and they get one member chat a month, or don't. And it's on. So, I don't know. Don't know what it be. Okay. And then I think that's where we're going to stop. Yeah, we're gonna hop into the actual topics. Oh man, was this a topic? No, actually, we'll end with this here. I don't know if you guys saw, but Xbox is bringing cloud gaming to lower Game Pass tiers, in addition to PC game streaming with an insider test, which means now all of the places, all of the versions of Game Pass will have cloud gaming. And if you remember, there was some talk, like a rumor, that Xbox was thinking about how to do a cheaper tier for cloud gaming. And I guess we all probably assumed that there was going to be just like a cloud gaming tier only. And it looks like what they're going to be doing is just literally taking the cheaper tiers that already exist and just adding cloud gaming to it. Which at this point, if you're trying to push the idea of the cloud, then it should be available to everyone who's on Game Pass, but it's still going to have the same limits applied. So it's not like you're circumventing anything, right? So if you have a lower tier, you're still only going to have access to the games that are on your tier on Game Pass via the cloud. It's not like you get the full-blown Game Pass, the ultimate version through your cloud gaming. You know what I'm saying? Like it's only another way for you to play the games you have access to, which just makes sense, right? Like, get rid of the idea that cloud is a selling point. In order for it to be the biggest thing, cloud should just be your console. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, you don't have a console? Doesn't matter. This is the tier you want to buy into. Now you can do it, because there's plenty of people who would buy into the lower bracket to be able to play cloud games, without having to go into Ultimate. I mean, I think that's going to be a huge boon for them. So, and Gentle Stone says it makes sense with Xbox Ally and Ally X coming out. Exactly, right? It's kind of like, all right, this is going to be a big part of this stuff. Let's make sure that it's available much easier to everyone. So if you're a subscriber, you can go ahead and jump in and do that. I think it's smart. I think it's a great way to expand without going down, right? So like you're not creating like this $5 tier or something like that people, and maybe they will, but that people who are doing it only for cloud are going to be able to do. Like, they're still tying cloud to your level of subscription, right? If there was a cloud only tier, you would still be in that same position where it's like, well, what do you have access to, right? If it's cloud only, but do you have access to everything? Like, if you're an Ultimate subscriber, do you have access to everything? Only certain things like your standard or core. So I don't know, it makes sense to me. I think it's going to be a big, boost for them. What do you guys think?
I think this is gonna be for the games that you already own, right? That they're available in the
Play
cloud. I think
anywhere
this
as
is what
well.
it is. Yeah, I think that's what's gonna be it. And I think this is good. This is great because it just makes Game Pass and the cloud service more accessible to others. So I think this is a great move. In order to get more people involved with the cloud, bro. That's just being honest. I think
Yeah,
I
especially in
think this is
places
good.
where they
It's good
mostly
news,
do
bro.
cloud.
Yeah, this is great news, man. I actually like this. Yeah.
Agreed.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
That's why
Cool.
it didn't make the cut.
Yeah. Like, cool, whatever. Good for anybody who wants it. Great. I don't know what else to really say. Like, yeah, okay.
All right. Well, I mean, you heard it from Harky. It is what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
It's a good thing, but not a big deal, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. All right. Let me let's go to the actual topics of the show. Let me grab the first one. I feel like I had one that was way more in depth, and then it is it here? No. Just want to get it ready before we hop in. Okay. I definitely saw one. That one? No. Not that one. Not that one. Here we go. It's coming. All right. Here we go. We'll just go with this one. We'll go with the homies over at VGC. Oh no, this is about the. What the fuck? Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do this one. All right. So first topic. Let me take the chapter here. All right. So we talked about it before, but this is the reality of what's going on right now. It has been leaked that PlayStation is out here lining up their next generation of consoles, and instead of sticking to their previous path, looks like they got out their good old notebook and looked at all the notes they wrote down from the lessons they learned from Microsoft, and they said, oh no, we will not go down the same road and release a stupid ass system the way we did it. We're going to copy the Xbox method. That's right. They're going multiple SKUs. They're not going to just have the one. There will be multiple SKUs. They're going to have a main one. They're going to have a Series S type one. And then they're going to have a handheld. I don't know if that handheld is the Series S type one. I don't know if they're one and the same. But there is a report on it by VGC. And we will talk about it.
Screw what BGC had to say. You need to go check out Nib's post and bro. I swear to God, you're gonna have a blast, man.
I cannot fuck with Nibs and his bullshit.
No, but like the shit that they talk is so wild, bro. You had to see. The Hargy is gonna have a field day.
Was it on Crossfire or just in their on their Twitter?
It's on Twitter. but they were like talking about the specs and their thoughts on the new generation. So supposedly, according to Subitech, that the PlayStation is gonna be a direct competitor to the Nintendo Switch. It's gonna cost $499 the portable, and it's gonna be more powerful than the ROG Ally X. Yeah, do not speed your water. That's what they said. That's gonna be cheaper than the ROG Ally X and cheaper than Nintendo Switch 2, and it's gonna be stronger than both devices. Yep. I don't know how to do it, bro, but they crazy as hell, man. I don't know how to do it.
Well, you know, PlayStation is known for delivering the most powerful products at the cheapest price for sure. Right.
Yeah.
You know, you all remember when they released the PlayStation 5 and how it cost the same as the Xbox Series X, and it was way more oh no, it wasn't. It was the weaker bitch.
I'll send it to you.
It was the weaker
I'll send
bitch.
it to
That's
you,
right.
and then we just go talk about it. But go ahead and go with the VGC, and then I'll send it to you. You're gonna see. Once you read this, you're gonna lose your mind, bro. I promise.
All right. Well, we have VGC here say Sony's reportedly planning a Nintendo Switch style PlayStation 6 portable. New report claims a planned PS6 portable will be dockable like the Switch. That's according to Moore's Law is Dead, a YouTube channel that has previously leaked accurate technical information or info on PlayStation consoles before their announcement. In a new video, MLID shares specific technical specifications for the PS6 handheld, which will reportedly release alongside a traditional, more powerful PlayStation 6 home console, which it says is based on up-to-date documentation from graphics partner AMD. Notably, Moore's Law says it's seen multiple documents that directly call out that the planned PlayStation 6 portable can be docked like a Nintendo Switch, and claims that it will be capable of playing games natively at power exceeding that of the base PlayStation 5 when docked. Hold on. When they dock it, it's just as powerful as a PlayStation 5, but they're calling it a PlayStation 6 because you could take it with you.
Yep.
Wouldn't it be a PlayStation 5 portable?
Well, they just put 6 because it's a new generation, bro, and they kind of like 5 years late for this. So.
That sounds pretty bad. That sounds like a little deceiving, huh? Well, I got my PlayStation 6. So I'm gonna buy a PlayStation 6 portable, which is my PlayStation 6 but portable, right? No, silly. It's actually your PlayStation 5 but portable. Then why are they calling them PlayStation 6? Because they're fucking ponies. Okay, that's the answer. Thank you. Looks like it's good. That's gonna go over well. The PlayStation 6 portable will reportedly feature an AMD APU featuring 4 Zen 6C cores, 2 further cores dedicated entirely to system tasks. In addition, PS6 is set to feature a 16 by RDNA 5 CU's GPU clocked at 1.2 gigahertz in handheld mode and 1.65 docked. Interesting. More laws that speculates based on specific specification costs that the PS6 handheld could retail for around $500 and release in late 2025. It's what's cute?
2027, not 5.
Oh, did I say 2025? Sorry, 2027. Okay, so this is just more shit. Blah blah blah. Okay, great. You know what's funny? What's funny is these dudes out here are gonna have it real rough when they realize that when they're trying to write a news article saying we're gonna release PlayStation's gonna release a console that is more powerful than the ROG Ally X, and not realize that by the time that console comes out, it would be 2 years removed from the ROG Ally X, and you probably already have a new handheld in its place that's going to be more powerful than the ROG Ally X already. So, I mean, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? But guys, I think the biggest question on my mind is I thought that if you release multiple SKUs, then you're holding back the generation, right? It's ruining everything, right? It's the Series S fault when things don't go well. So you're saying the PlayStation 6 generation is going to be handicapped not by the PlayStation 5 Pro, like they all thought would be the new bottom, but in fact, a scaled down version of PlayStation 5. Because let's be real, it's still not going to have the power output as far as being able to plug in your PlayStation 5 and play on the console versus your handheld. If the power on there is just getting you up to around that power, that's not sounding great. It's not sounding great for them. I don't know. Am I cracked out? Or I thought if you have multiple SKUs like Xbox has, then the generation's fucked.
I don't know, bro. And look, listen. Why is Sony PlayStation copying third place dead Xbox? It's just like crazy to me, right? I don't know, bro. I don't know how I feel about this. This is crazy. I think the PlayStation, what they're trying to do, based on what I've seen in the leaks and all that, they're trying to have a portable PlayStation, but they also gonna have a traditional console. So this is like probably gonna be separate from a traditional console. I don't know if PlayStation is gonna be doing the same thing as the Switch. Is this like what you are telling me, that they are going to do this a PlayStation Switch? That's what you're telling me?
Pretty much.
Pretty much. Oh, that's not a bad idea, but it's gonna have to pack a punch, because you cannot come over here with the PlayStation 6 with with PlayStation 5 specs just because you can take it on the go. It's not, I mean, it's decent, but they could do so much better. I know, Pony's not gonna buy this no matter what, bro. You know it is. You know what it is.
Well, what I didn't hear them say there's going to be any NPUs on there, anything that's going to be working with AI.
They definitely gonna have to.
But they're saying it's going to be as powerful as a PlayStation 5. They didn't put any. Nobody said as powerful with PlayStation 5, except it'll have so many NPUs like the ROG Ally.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? New report claims. Okay, source. Who told you this shit? Like
Moore's Law.
Hey, who in the fuck is him?
Like somebody that somehow tricked people into thinking that they should listen.
Yeah, no disrespect to Moore's Law, but Moore's Law is not PlayStation. I'm gonna go ahead and wait for the PlayStation official announcement before I can actually speak on this. This is all speculation at this point, and honestly, a waste of time. PlayStation probably it's not even ready to announce nothing because they got literally nothing. They haven't figured out what to do with the next generation, and this is where I stand. And
they
this
literally
is what
said
I think.
That.
This is what I believe. It's like, Xbox already have a vision on how they want to do things, at least, but PlayStation don't. And like we said here many times, PlayStation had to come up with a way of doing exactly what Xbox is giving you, because they give you any less than Steam, Epic, GOG, and all these storefronts on their new console. I mean, PlayStation is gonna sit right there in that corner, like that one guy that misbehaved in school, and the teacher goes ahead and put him in the corner and be like, you're in timeout. That's exactly what they're gonna look like. They're gonna look isolated from the gaming universe, So I don't know, bro. Bloody PlayStation, they're wild. I'm looking forward to see what they have to offer, right? Obviously, because I'm a gaming enthusiast, but I'm definitely not picking one up. Like Harky said it best. And Harky's a person who always had PlayStations, who always going ahead and played the PlayStation IPs, and he support the fucking devs more than you ponies. He bought that Lego Horizon game, bro. So Harky's more of a Sony PlayStation fan than you, and he's telling you right here, right there, right now, like he doesn't even need one. And I can't disagree with that, bro. That's the actual truth. You don't really need a PlayStation anymore. You don't need any traditional console anymore. You can just go ahead and play whatever the fuck you want. And now with these tiers, with cloud, you don't even need a console, and it's gonna get better. It's just like honestly a waste of time talking about the specs. And when you see the tweets that I sent you, CMoney, you are gonna in a hard reason, you're gonna be like, oh, this is bullshit, bro. Because like, how? How can they know so much in the details? Like, this is something that is top secret. They're not gonna leak their specs. Don't you think? Like, they're thinking about, oh shit, we gotta do this in top secret because we don't want Xbox to find out. Look at Nintendo. Look at the year 2025. Nintendo's been out for months, and some people still don't even have the kits. The developer, like, bro, why? Because they do not want to share the secret. They don't want to give you the secret sauce. You know, so why in the fuck PlayStation is gonna tell Moore's law out of all people, like, yo, go ahead and leak this information. We need to get this out there, get everybody hype. Get out of here, man. This is some bullshit, bro. This is, I don't know, whatever you want, Hargy. If you want to go ahead and expand on this, be my guest, but I'm done. This is crazy.
Yeah, well, look, these are all leaks. I've been saying this, even the Xbox side. These are not substantiated. Just take them as rumor. We don't know what's going to end up happening. There was a lot of substantial information that PlayStation 5 was going to be 9.2 T-flops with a 3 gigahertz CPU. Well, that changed when Xbox said, "Kathunk, we got 12, buddy." And they said, "Oh shit, we got to do something." So then in came smart shift technology and this massive freaking behemoth, liquid metal cooling, whatever heatsink thing, right? So you have this ridiculously large console, and they jumped it to 10.2, 8, or 10.3, whatever, and then 3.5 with smart shift, right? Okay, fine. So none of this is baked until it comes out. Microsoft's solution is a scalable solution. Go up or down, whatever you want. As far as they're going to go mid-range. That's what they're going to do, and then any partner can go higher or lower from that and enjoy. Right? Interesting, way to go, and that way you don't have this lockdown. It also eliminates, like you were hinting, CMoney, generations are dead. There's no point. You can just buy the next one the next year. It's up to you, right? You don't have to be locked down for 7 years. Do whatever you want. Buy whatever you want. Get in whenever you want to whatever performance level you want. Right? They've changed the whole thing. From what we see for the specs here, I don't know. Like, the core count alone is lower. So is it really going to beat the X level machine right now? I don't know. We're also talking 2 years out. Technology that hasn't been released yet. It's like, okay, there is potential. Yeah, so we will see, but like, there is so much vaporware until I see actual hardware with actual game running on it, showing me what it actually is capable of. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. Like, so they can promote whatever they want, but like, until you have it in your hands, until you have the look and feel, you understand what this thing is doing. Is it running PS4 games? Is it running PS5 games? Is it running PS6 games? I don't know what it's running, right? The beauty of the Xbox side, it's PC. You have the entire library of PC available to you. Whatever you want, right? Scale it down, scale it up, whatever you want for every game, you have all of it available to you, right? It's just a PC. So that's a massive benefit on one side. On this side, we have no idea. Is this going to be a custom locked thing like they had with the Vita, like that, whatever, right? So is that what this is? I don't know. So much more needs to be told to me. Is this going to be of use or not for people? I don't know. Would you prefer something that has the entire PC library, or would you like this lockdown thing where some games might come? I don't know. Are they going to do the Series S thing and say, nope, every game must work on this and then also work on the PS6? Okay, cool. Let's see if they do that. There's also rumors that there might be 2 tiers of the PS6 itself, an S tier and the normal tier. Like, okay, this is some crazy stuff. I don't know if any of that's true or not. We will see. They kind of need to figure out from a market perspective, are they giving customers what they want? And I don't know, like you were saying, CMoney, they're like, it's top of mind. Like, top of mind? You don't know what the fuck you're doing already? Like, this thing's 2 years out. You're telling me you don't even know what you're doing? Like, Magnus is fully formed. It's like, here it is. Boom. This is what we're doing. And it's coming. Like, How the heck do they not? They already know. They've got to know. There's no way. There's no way that they're just like, well, we think we might figure this out mid to late 2026 and then release it in 27. No, if you're going to figure it out in 2026, it ain't coming until 2029. You need this defined already. What, like, what? No, I don't. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I really have no idea what the hell's going on with these guys. So look, the way Moore's Law is getting this is on the AMD side. He's seeing documentation for stuff. Understand that there's a lot of shit that goes back and forth between these companies. None of that is substantiated until they say we're ordering it, right? They can go back and forth over and over and say, oh, this doesn't look right. No, it's not meeting our target. It's not meeting our performance target. It's not meeting our value target, whatever it is, right? And they could just scrap the whole thing and go to another thing and another thing and another thing. So you're going to see documentation until it's like we purchased it. It is being production, tested. I don't. Even then, you could cancel it. But until then, it's rumors. None of this is real until they've actually made hardware that they're testing, right? And it's like, well, I don't know where they are with all that, right? So we will see. But like, could this happen? Sure. Will it be more powerful than that X level? Who knows? Because we're talking multiple years out. I don't think it's going to be that much more substantially powerful. If they don't have the same amount of CPU cores, that's going to hamper it a bit. I don't know, man. Like we will see what they do, but I don't think it's going to be substantially more powerful than the Z2 Extreme, which is in the upcoming ROG LIX for Xbox, right? And a myriad of other devices. But again, in 2 years, you're going to have the next rev of that chip, the Z3 Extreme,
exactly,
which will then be more powerful than So whatever, technology keeps changing. The difference on this side is you're not locked into a generation. You can swap it out and get the next one. It's up to you. I'm doing that. I'm buying the ROG Xbox Ally. I traded in my ROG Ally that I bought, when it came out originally, right? So
you trade that in?
I eBayed it. It's gone. So I already sold it.
He's a hustler.
Yeah, I already sold it. And so I'm waiting for the new one. I'll just get that. And so like, this is kind of the world, right? So you can change it whenever you like. You're not locked in, right? It's not this is the device for 8 years. No, you choose whenever you want, buy it. It doesn't matter. It's going to change. They're going to have multiple partners doing this shit. You can pick whichever one you like. You want an OLED screen? Somebody's going to give you an OLED screen. You want whatever you like. They'll have all the features that you want. It's up to you, right? You choose versus it's locked to this. And the real question is the games. Are they going to force people to make the games for this? Are they going to say that it's just a portable that you can target if you want to, like the Vita? Or are they going to say, you know what? Let's get on the bandwagon of PC, and this is just another PC. That's also an option for them, right? Could they do that? I think they should, but that's a PlayStation question. They should just compete and give you the same kind of platform, openness that Xbox is offering, right? The name is very valuable. Sony still has a massive, massive brand with PlayStation. Take advantage. It doesn't matter what's running underneath, but that's for them to decide.
I'm going to say this. If Windows and what Xbox is doing with PC and all of these devices, a new era of, operating systems and the back and forth between console and PC takes off the way it should and the way I think it will, it's going to become annoying to develop for PlayStation because they're going to be standing on their own behind in the times and they're going to suffer. They either get with Windows or get the fuck out, or they figured it out. Because, if they take off and look, Windows is already the biggest platform for gaming. Look at PC, combined with Xbox, and, it's just huge. Excluding mobile, right? Excluding mobile. They're huge already. PlayStation can be their enemies. And I think this is what they're playing friends now. They can be their enemies because if they decide to be like, whatever, we're going to make everything exclusive to PC and Xbox and PlayStation is going to be left out, they're going to suffer. And people are, people are buying the games on PC. There's games who can survive solely on PC. Matter of fact, Helldivers also survived solely on PC up
Facts.
until Xbox came into the picture.
Facts.
Right?
Facts.
And that's not the only one. Look at all the successful games like, Counter-Strike. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's huge.
The thing about Xbox and why this is so genius, right? And like it really is like it's like next level. They're essentially going ahead and getting rid of the idea of developing multiple SKUs versus just reaching just having a target as far as like, okay, you made this game, just make sure it fits this fucking profile and you're good to go. Right? It's one version of the game that they're making, and then all those toggles that they built in on PC anyway are just going to be pre-toggled for you. But it's just one version of the game, and it's just going to be it. So there's no more going to be in their mind, oh well, this Xbox version sold this much versus the PC version sold this much. For them, it's just going to be one version of the game in their mind that they have, and then obviously developers will silo off their Steam version, right? Same game, and just put in the hooks that Steam wants, right? But ultimately, one SKU makes their life easier. And like you said, Demo, and then at that point they have to then go look and be like, all right, the fuck do these people need on their fucking box over there for us to put it over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the shit we got to do?
And as far as like the value proposition, like why would they have multiple SKUs? Well, because look, they're finding out that $700 and now $750 is causing a slowdown, right? It is definitely causing a slowdown. And so they're seeing that and they're saying, well, crap, we probably need to do something because we can't really have a console that's going to cost $400 that's that powerful. It's not going to happen. So you're looking $500, $600, $700 for their top SKU. And they're like, okay, if we come up with a $700 console, just like Microsoft decided, you know what, we need to have something that competes at that Switch level. We need to have a $300, box. So that's what they're looking at. And they're saying we got to have, like, Switch 2 is now $450. We got to have a $400, $450 range box, but that box is not going to have the same power level then of the top box, right? And so we're looking at it from a simple perspective of like power and what do I get. They're looking at it from market. How do I drive more console sales? And they're like, that Series S started out at like 70% of the sales. Why? Because people didn't give a shit about the freaking power. They cared about getting the next gen. They're like, I can get it for $300. Okay, right? That mattered much more than, I get an extra few T-flops and I see that when. I don't care, right? I just want to play my new game. That's it, right? So I think that's kind of the thing they're seeing. And they're like, yes, you can poo-poo it. That was a console war move. They poo-pooed it, right? But internally, they're seeing like, shit, maybe we should do the same thing. And that, like, because if you're going to come out with a console, it's like $600. Let's say they come out with $600, but they give you another one that's like $350 or $400. That's much more palatable. And that's what they're seeing. It's just the way it is. So that's why they potentially would go down the path of multiple SKUs. The console war shit is dead. Do they just literally put Halo in their own game? That console war shit is dead. It's done. Now they're looking at how do we gain market share? How do we get the console into the people's homes? How do we get our games into more places? It's a totally different world. So they're playing the stuff. And again, it's funny. They're playing the playbook of Phil Spencer from like 6-7 years ago, saying if I had to go to market, I should have a cheap console and a higher end console. I'll compete with PlayStation on one side and compete with Nintendo on the other side. And that's what they did. And it was working in the beginning. It was pretty skewed towards Series S. And now the other folks came in and said, okay, Series X is starting to pick up. It's like 50-50 or something like that now. Fair enough. But that's 50% of your market. Chose the cheaper box. It's because they don't care. A lot of people don't care about the fancy graphics. They don't. It's fine. It's good enough for me to get my games, and that's it. I just want to play my games, right? And it works. And like I've done that several times with like nieces and nephews. It's like you have a 1080p stupid TV. Here, get the Series. I don't need to give you a 4K device. It's useless to you. Here's the stupid Series S. Have fun. Get some Game Pass. Enjoy your games. In fact, most of them fucking play Fortnite. So it is what it is. They don't care. So like that's it. That's it. Like, and that's what they're seeing. And again, it's not about like stupid console wars anymore. Now it's just about how do they extract money out of your wallet? They're going to give you the cheap box, and they're going to expect more people will buy the cheap box because it's enough, right? Even the PS5 is enough for a lot of people. PS5 Pro doesn't seem to be doing what it's doing, but this new version will probably do what they're promising with that PS5 Pro, right? At that lower tier. The higher tier will give you even more, whiz bang, fun things, and for those who want it, great, right? But that's the beauty of this. They'll give you a lower end box that's going to be.
Well, they're saying the lower end
Pro.
box is going to mimic the PlayStation 5 Basic.
No, that's the portable.
Oh, the portable.
That's the portable, right? So then there'll be a lower tier PS5 Pro that basically is the PS5 Pro. So the PS6S, right? That will basically give you what the PS5 Pro promised, and that's good enough for a lot of people. If you can get that for like $400, why not? That's all. Right. That's good enough for most people. So I think that's why they're going to do it. And like, so we'll see what the prices are. That portable, that's an interesting one. I think it's going to compete more with the ROG Ally, the lower tier, than the ROG Ally X. But we'll see, because I think that's in that $500 range, and that has the lower core count, right? It kind of matches that kind of stuff. So I don't see it being the Z2 Extreme. I see it being that Z2 normal, whatever. So, but again, we'll see. This still years away.
2 years down the line, right? So, kind of doesn't like. It's just this is the bullshit that these people right now. Look, somebody said it before in the beginning of the show in the comments, right on the show. They said, I think it was Ryu Art, right? He said that the ponies are they gave up on the PlayStation 5. Their next dream is on this PlayStation 6 because there's no games. There's nothing exciting happening in the world of PlayStation 5, right? Like,
well, there is one thing that's very exciting. They get to play Xbox games finally. And
yeah, I mean, that's it. That's it. That's the truth. That's the truth. But the ponies can't, the ponies start. Think about this. The ponies started when the news was coming that games were coming over. They started laughing about it, joking about it. Oh, we get all your games. We get all your games. But then all of the Xbox games started running their charts, and none of the PlayStation games are getting bought. And now you don't hear that shit no more. Now people are just like, oh, yeah, the games are coming. I know.
Yeah, it is what it is, man.
It's the fucking truth, man. It's crazy. But it just kind of is what it is, man. But yeah, like that's just I don't know. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a fun time to see all this play out.
The next couple of years will be dry on that side, and it's gonna be interesting to see how they respond to that, right?
Dude,
Nintendo is gonna have.
We're getting a console in a month and a half.
Yeah,
in a month and a half. So we're getting a new console.
Not to mention a bunch of games, right? And then you
have that are all going to run on that console.
Switch 2 just came out this year. They have more to announce. So you have that going, and then have next year and the year after. They're going to keep, pushing. What is going to be Sony's response to this? I don't know what it is, right? Because look, Xbox is going to keep bringing it. There's going to be like 10-ish games every year. They're just going to keep bringing it. They had 14 this year? First party. I'm just talking first party games. It just keeps going. They just keep adding more games. I don't know how they're going to compete with that. I don't see how they can. And so you have Nintendo pumping out games. You have Xbox pumping out games, and PlayStation is going to feel dry. It's going to be the third party box. Great. But there won't be anything enthusiasm generating on that side. Whereas here, we're just constantly getting more stuff. There's always something going on, right? Just like you said, we have games coming all the way through the end of the year, and we have hardware coming, which I'm already excited for. I'm like, cool. People are giving great reviews from Gamescom of actually playing with the devices. And I'm like, okay, this is really sounding awesome. I can't wait to get my hands on one. So this enthusiasm already. This is what they're looking for. They're looking for leaks for something coming years away. I'm like, dude, you have nothing on that side. The PS5 Pro was a dud. It just is
hardcore.
It didn't do anything. And so this is where they are. And it's gonna be like this for years until they get some new announcements of PS6 stuff. It's just it is what it is, and we potentially have next year Magnus coming. Like I can't even wait. I can't even wait.
And then the year after that, Xbox's handheld is supposed to be coming,
and their own
and their
next
own
console.
Oh,
Right?
it's like this is the world that we're living in over here, dude. Like you got hardware, honestly, I'll be shocked if we don't have new hardware every year going forward.
Yep.
Dude, we have Tokyo Game Show coming up in about a month, less than a month, and supposedly they're dropping Forza Horizon 6.
Yep.
That's the kind of shit we have on this side of the aisle. It's just crazy. That's showing up at Tokyo Game Show, not even June Showcase. Forza Horizon 6. Jesus,
Which
dude.
means it's targeting release on the first half of next year.
Oh yeah, and it's likely in Japan because they're showing it up in Japan. Like the insanity of this is just, oh my god.
Yeah, this is like almost like an anime. You know how it is? Yeah, it's almost like an anime that everything goes around until at the end everything fall. You know, the puzzle is complete, bro. It's just crazy. And like I said, man, I feel like PlayStation, if they don't join Windows, they're gonna be left out. I think this is their exit. They have an opportunity here because I mean Xbox, they really want to make that 15% off whatever that they get from selling other people game. But I mean Xbox could be a dick and be like, you're not selling shit here. You know what I'm saying? You're not selling shit here. And bro, sell your console, bro. And I don't know, man. This is spicy. But if you check out the tweets that I sent you, CMoney, you are gonna see that the specs that these Sony PlayStation fanboys are thinking about, bro, their hearts are gonna be broken when they release or they announce this new PlayStation. You're gonna see it's wild.
Where did you send it?
On Twitter. Well, on X, yeah, as Elon Musk likes to call it. It's Twitter to me is still, bro. I mean, how many years it's been like and still Twitter to us, right? Like you call it something up.
I couldn't tell you why it would be X. Okay, so an opinion. Okay, did he really say my opinion?
Yeah.
All right, let's read this. This is Zuby Tech. He says, my opinion on the new PlayStation handheld. Targeting Switch 2 audience, this upcoming PlayStation handheld clearly aims to attract the same market as the Switch 2. Just 2 years later, once the Switch 2 already has like 50 million consoles sold. Got it. You're definitely gonna take them away. Aggressive and powerful specs. Based on today's leaked specs, Sony seems to be going all in with aggressive hardware design. That, based off what Hargeet said, it didn't sound very aggressive, but sure. CPU core trade-off. While it has 4 fewer cores in the PS5, the generational leap from the PS5 Zen 2 architecture is significant enough that it may still deliver excellent performance. Potential compatibility challenges. Fewer CPU cores and fewer compute units could complicate compatibility. Developers will likely need extra time for optimization, especially considering it will require separate tuning for both dock and handheld modes. RAM should match PlayStation 6. Matching the PS6 RAM capacity would greatly benefit developers. Streamline. So it's just making shit up. Got you. Best-in-class handheld potential. Released in 2027, it could easily outperform the Switch 2 by a large margin in terms of overall performance. I love how he's ignoring the fact that at that point, Xbox will also be releasing their own PlayStation. I'm sorry, their own Xbox handheld and console. So I don't know about that. Nintendo's pricing at $449 in 2025. The Switch 2 is overpriced given its hardware. Nintendo is clearly capitalizing on its fan base loyalty. Pricing strategy crucial for Sony. Sony must match the Switch 2's $399 price point, not $1 more if it chooses. So that's just making up more shit. Okay.
Yeah,
And
so they're
then-
assuming that Sony's going to take a bath on it and try and sell it at a loss. I don't know that that's happening anymore, but we'll see. We'll see.
Again, agreed. I don't think that's very likely. And then you got Nib, who says Moore's Law is Dead has received up-to-date leaks on PS6 system. Here's a full breakdown. PS6 will come in 3 flavors. PS6s, Canis APU, small form factor console, $299 to $399.
Yeah.
We're back in
I would think
1995
more than
again,
that
though.
400, but that's that lower tier that I was talking about. So
Yes, but that lower tier is still, you said in your mind, the power
be
of
about
a
400.
Pro.
Yeah, exactly.
The Pro's
At
not going
400.
from fucking 750 to 399 because it's a new generation. So that's cracked out.
Well, so if you take a look at, say, the PS4 Pro, which is 4.2 T flops to the 10-ish T flops of the PS5, they basically were in similar price ranges, right? So the discless version was $450, if I remember right, when it launched, and the PS4 Pro was $400, right? So in that range.
So
But I think that's
750 is going to equal 650, 800. So between
yeah. So
650
I don't
and
know if it's
800.
going to be that level. That's the reason you would do 2 SKUs. So I think they would target something like $400-$500 for the lower tier. But
Yeah,
you
so
can see that the higher tier is going to be expensive.
Yeah, I mean, realistically speaking, if you're looking at the hardware that's out now, and we have not seen prices go down, we've seen prices go up. Next gen is not going to make them go down, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
only
why
way
the
to go
PS6
down is to
Orion, if you look at the
decrease.
bottom one, is expensive.
Yeah, but even his guesses is 549 and 699.
I
And
don't think it's 549. I think it's
I
at
don't
least
think so.
600. I think it could be as high as $700-800. It's going to be expensive.
It's just what in a world where the generation's not actually changing because PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series are not going anywhere for the foreseeable future. You're talking
Yeah.
the entire next generation will still have games coming out on the Series and PlayStation 5.
Oh, yeah.
That's just what it is. There's no world that we live in that they're going to go away. The games that are released now are good enough, quote unquote, good enough that they don't have a reason to leave. The indies and shit like that are not even utilizing this generation to the max. So all that's going to happen is with new engines and shit going on when Unreal Engine 6 comes out and other stuff like that, that's going to work on these, series and the PlayStation 5 generation. The indies are still going to be selling their games there. So it's not going to go anywhere. So why would PlayStation in any way, shape, or form want to step on their own toes if they can get away with having a $500 PlayStation 5, a $700 PlayStation 5 Pro? Why would they not stay and do an $800 PlayStation 6, a $700 or $650
It would have to be under 5. It would have to be under 5 for that lower tier. Yeah, and I would think
that's assuming you're
realistic.
trying to sell it over somebody walking to a store buying another PlayStation 5.
Yes.
So if they are in fact saying, I don't give a shit, we're doing a new gen so we can get rid of a lot of the bottlenecks that we've had, but we're still going to release those games on those older consoles and they're still going to stick around because people didn't want to move from the PlayStation 4. If people found it hard to find a reason to move from the PS4 and the Xbox One to the Series and the PlayStation 5, you damn well know that the reason to go to this next gen is going to be even smaller.
Actually,
even
I
if
want to say the discless PS5 actually was $400, wasn't it? At launch?
On launch.
Yeah, so I think it was $400.
I think it's,
that's the same price as the PS4 Pro. But look, everything went down. The PS4 Pro did go get cheaper as well.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't even compare the generations because the world that we live in today is not that world. So they're not, they needed to leave the older gen behind because they weren't HD. You know what I'm saying? They weren't 4K, and 4K was coming. But 4K is here. There's nowhere else to go. 8K is not going to be a thing, right? 8K is going to stay. There's no version that we live in or no world that we live in where 8K will become a goal for these consoles.
Yeah.
Hell, 8K is not going to be the goal for the PC. They did that already and already moved away from that idea. 8K TVs are going to live in a world where people who have
Nobody's going to get 8K TVs. That's useless.
people who have who don't give a shit, they'll buy it. Everybody else is not moving. People still don't even find a reason to buy 4K TVs. There's a reason why Series
So
S
the majority is
now
now 4K for US anyways. But he's saying it's Canis. I don't know what these are actually going to end up being. If it's the same CPU as the handheld, yikes, that's not going to be very performant. So so we'll see.
And what's the difference between a fucking dockable handheld with the same CPU as opposed to a not? So basically, it's giving you. This is the way I look at it. Same console. One is fixed and only stays under your TV if you're not ever going to use the handheld, and then the other version is more money because it's the same thing but comes in a handheld form.
Yeah,
with a dock that turns it into the same small.
Ultimately, I wouldn't necessarily see why you would have the PS6S at that point. Why would you just have the handheld
to save what they're showing here $100?
Yeah, but ultimately, I don't know. we'll see what they do. No. But this is going to be very interesting.
All right, so he continues and he says, rumor launch or 20. I'm just gonna kind of mumble through his shit because I'm not here to listen to fucking crazy shit. Prices are estimated beyond whatever. In a twist of irony, and after all the noise around Xbox Series S holding back the gen, it appears PlayStation may be doing its own Series S. Not happy face, straight face. Is not amused by that. They have some of the system specs here,
which if you look at that looks terrible. If you wanted to say that, that's okay for like portable
last gen fucking numbers.
So if you look at the Xbox One and the PS4, the PS4, if I remember right, was 1.6 gigahertz, and the Xbox One was 1.75 gigahertz on the CPU clocks. The series consoles and the PS5, we know 3.5, and on the Xbox Series X is 3.8, right? So substantially higher clock rates with more cores than this thing, right? So now you have to understand it's portable. That's why these clocks are so low. But then you're not going to have anywhere near the performance levels of a series or PS5. It's just not going to be there. So you have half the cores running at way lower clocks. Yes, there's more stuff it can do per clock, but that's just not going to be the same performance. It's just not. There's no way.
Which is going to be a problem with all this shit, right? Like if it's not going to go ahead and I don't know, man. Like Xbox, they came out here and they said exactly what I needed to hear. This is going to be the biggest leap or technological leap in their history, right? That is what I'm talking about. If you're an enthusiast, if you're somebody who wants the premium, who wants the best, I know Hargeet, you say that you don't care about graphics, but then you buy a 4090, right? So we know that you care at least a little, and you know that you're gonna go buy the most expensive Xbox they release. And that's because for enthusiasts like us, we want to get the best that we absolutely can. And for them to say that, that's what I want to hear. That's what excites me for a next gen, because if you're not going to do that, then what the fuck's the point of a next gen? If you're just doing the same shit we're already here, giving us another box with slightly better specs, like that's stupid, right? Nobody's going to buy a new one, right? So like at this point, I think the reality is that there's choices to be made here. And I think what Xbox and PlayStation are ultimately going to do is look at this generation as the generation that's going to stick around for at least another generation, right? So at least another generation, you're going to have the Xbox Series and the PlayStation 5 that are going to be the baseline for games that are made. And then you're going to have the next gen Xbox and maybe the next gen PlayStation 6, if they have something of substance there, that are going to be for your, CD Project Reds of the world, where they're gonna be like, I'm making the fucking shit that's gonna melt your fucking eyeballs. So we need something more powerful. But outside of that, I don't see them doing anything that's gonna be not significantly better on the higher end. The lower end, they're just gonna give you this another reason to buy the same tech that they already sold you, just repackaged in a new casing and say, hey, we put the updated cores in there. You know what I'm saying? The updated Zen chips, but it's the same shit, right? So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting for sure to see all this stuff and see what goes on. So let's go ahead and move on to the next chapter. So, oh shit. All right, let me just do this. Okay. All right. So, the next chapter, Xbox has officially saved Helldivers 2. That's right. They've done it. They brought it back to life over in the console land and just in general. Because from what we heard in the streets, a big deal has happened since Xbox fans and Xbox players have pulled up. So this tweet is from Hunter. It says Helldiver 2 hits 500,000 plus concurrent players. Arrowhead CEO asked fans to stop shitting your pants with excitement. Xbox fans pulled up and delivered, it seems. So supposedly the way this worked, so they already, by the way, they already passed their number. So in this other tweet, it says Helldivers 2's player count spikes, reaching over 300K following Xbox Series X and S release in its first 20 hours on the platform. Previous post-launch high was around 200K. The Halo Warband and Xbox release doubled that record. Okay. And that was at over 300K. It's now at over 500,000. All because Xbox players joined the fight. And listen, I think it's clear, right? Like I think there's nothing that's gonna come out from this conversation that looks like we're reaching or we're just console warring and saying that we're doing it just to talk shit. I think it's pretty clear that Xbox players literally went into a game that, let's be real, until we got the news of the game coming to Xbox, who's been looking, right? Who's been hearing about Helldivers, right? Not many people, right? Nobody's really been thinking about it. The game fell off completely, never in the top 10 list of PlayStation players, right? Steam definitely had players still playing, but no hype around it, all gone, right? Definitely wasn't reaching more players all at the same time. But over on Xbox now, them joining the fight, going to over 500,000 concurrents, including PC players, is fucking huge, bro. And it proves why bringing a game that is a bit stale from the PlayStation ecosystem, the PlayStation /PC ecosystem, can go ahead and add a humongous, like, vital boost to a player base, to a game. I mean, these games were purchased, right? Like, they were bought and they're out there. We're hustling. And the thing about Xbox players is a lot of us bought the fucking bought the Halo Warband, which is another, is not $20, but you have to buy the $20 credits because you can't just buy the item for what it costs. So they do that ticket shit. So you have to, on the Helldiver store, you go, you buy, your points or whatever. You have to buy more points than is needed to get it. So it's $20 extra if you buy the game and then want the Halo thing. So I mean, look, it's clear. I think no one's confused, right? No one's confused. At the end of the day, Halo is on Xbox. ODST is on Xbox. You made an ODST game, and instead of grunts and elites and all that stuff, you put bugs in it, right? That's what you did. What we have seen now is that Xbox players are taking to this. They're going in there, they're fucking wrecking shit and having a good time doing it. It does feel like this game was not, I mean, I think we know this wasn't a PlayStation game, right? Like Arrowhead is not owned by PlayStation. Arrowhead made an Xbox game and sold it to PlayStation. Okay. That's what they did. They took the game that should have been on Xbox to begin with, and put it there. And just anecdotally, like I said, in the couple times, the 2 nights I played, hours, playing it, but still, the 2 nights I played, PC players, they're kept playing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're high ass levels, fucking crushing it, and they're ready and they're helping and they're getting people to play. But over on the PlayStation land, they're not. It doesn't seem like they are. Like I said, I didn't find any real player, that was from PlayStation. So in my hours of playing. So, but this is a huge thing, man. This is a huge thing for Helldivers. This is a huge thing for Sony because they're going to look at this. You think they're not? This is another. They have MLB The Show already that they see those stats and they're like, God damn, there's a lot of Xbox players, right? But now you got Helldivers doing the same thing. You don't think when they sat down and they said, we're putting our shit everywhere, you don't think this is that more of a reinforcement? Do you not think that this is something that they're looking at saying, God damn, Phil, what's next, dog? What do we got? What's next on the docket? What are we bringing? Right? What are we bringing? And that's just what it is, man. This is wild. What are you guys thinking, man?
Man, once again, their platform saved their game. I understand why they did it, and honestly, like you said, it should have been on Xbox from the beginning. And the reason being is that this is one of the most Xbox games that I've seen. This is like, David is.
It feels like an Xbox game.
Yeah, it is. It is, and it's totally amazing. To be fair, I think it's pretty cool, and I'm just glad that it made it to Xbox. But to be honest, it's like, well deserved, obviously, but like the whole thing is because of Halo, bro. Halo was really like, like the fact that they added this, it just brought people back into the game, right? Just this goes to show how hungry people are, when it comes to Halo and their games. So pretty cool. No one saw this coming, right? We were saying it here. Many shows like What If, like Xbox guys, actually show up and support the devs, so buy the games or whatever. And they did, man. So this is awesome. I'm so happy that the game is doing good because at the end of the day, it's a game. So we all want all the games to succeed in their own way. And bro, I've been playing Helldivers, and it's pretty cool. I've been having a great time. Well-deserved success. And it goes to show, man, people buy games no matter what platform they're playing on. If the game is good, people will buy it, bro. And that's just how it is. And shout out to Halo for doing the collaboration with them as well. I think the weapons look great. The armors look decent. Like, I still believe that Halo Infinite got better armors or whatever.
Oh,
but
of course.
given
That's not even
yeah, no, but like they did a good representation of Halo in Helldivers. So you gotta give them the pros. And also the weapons are powerful too. I see
Dude,
that
the
shotgun
fucking
now.
I got the
Yeah, you got the
Halo.
shotgun?
I have the
The AR?
M81 one. Fucking amazing. It's
Mhm.
so dope. Just living that fantasy of being in Halo in this fucking alien world is pretty dope. I honestly, bro, like I think the next Halo needs to have a ODST mode that's similar to Helldivers.
Yeah,
Like
like a
it's
horde mode or something like that.
yeah, but like you drop where you drop in the world. The planet is fucked. You pick the place you want to land, and just fucking go. And there's grunts and all the obviously Halo, enemies and shit in this war. But fuck yeah, dude, that would be fire. That would be fire.
Mhm. Man, bro, it's just like it doesn't matter, right? What platform the games go, because at the end of the day people will buy it, and it's a effect, right, of the the Halo thing, the game being again talked about, and sort of reminding players that it exists and they have new content. And it's also because of the Xbox players now, even the Steam count went up, which is crazy because you would think, right, like, what does it has to do one thing with the other one? And the thing is, like, cross platform is a must in 2025. You need to have this because this is how we connect, bro. Gaming is a social space. So the fact that your homie that owns a PC, right, been playing Helldivers for a while. He been talking to you about it. And you're like, bro, that shit is not on Xbox. I don't really have the money to buy a PlayStation just to play one game, yada yada. And now he's like, bro, I got Helldivers. Let's get it. Let's play. You actually got people to play. And you know what? I'm happy that the game is bringing people together. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what else happened with this game, and also what's happening with Halo, because this is a teaser that something is coming for Halo, and you should keep your eyes open. I said it before that they're gonna show something now in October at the World Championship, at the Halo World Championship. They're gonna show something. I don't know what it is, but keep your eyes peeled for that, man. Yeah, congratulations to Helldiver, man. They deserve it. Arrowhead, they really keeping it real. They're keeping it total right with the gamers. I I think that the fact that they protested, right, within their studio about the PSN thing and all of that, it's just like, they had good favor, right? They had, like, good rep now with the gamers, so well deserved. Looking forward to play more, man. We should play some Hargi. Let's get it.
Yeah, it's PVE.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to kill me or get killed.
Hargy, before you go, let's get the homie Broke Boy with that $2 super chat. Some man says, wonder how many of those Halo War bonds were sold. Good question. I imagine a fucking shit ton.
Yeah, probably.
Be interesting to see
of the
if Arrowhead or PlayStation actually puts out numbers. But yeah, look, I mean, this is kind of what we were expecting. This is a game that does have resonance on the side, right? So it's that is a pretty high number. That's freaking awesome, right? That it went from 200 to 500 peak. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, like that's great for the game. It's great for Arrowhead. Certainly it solidifies their decision that the next game they make will not be PlayStation lockdown game.
Don't forget that Arrowhead said nope.
Yeah, we're not doing that
no
anymore.
More exclusive, sir.
It also, I mean, like it makes it pretty clear to PlayStation, especially those who are not in this console war baloney, that this is the right pattern for any of their live service games. They really should just start out, just put it everywhere. Imagine if they did started this game this way, and it had the buzz of PC and PlayStation and Xbox, to go, like, maybe that'd have been 1 million concurrent players. You never know, right? And like they lost a little bit of steam with that, no pun intended, having to wait like 1.5 years to put it on the other platform, to Xbox, right? But hey, this is the kind of thing you can do, and then you can do these partnerships where you can bring content that would never have been there otherwise, like ODST. And what a magical thing that was to bring in players across the board. It was like being sold a lot on Steam as well. I think it hit like #1 again. And it's been played a lot on Steam as well, right? So it's crazy that it pushed everybody up. That's great. But that's what you want. You want the game to have engagement. You want content that people want to buy. Like you bought the Halo ODST stuff. I Boom bought it, right? It's like plenty of people who will buy it. Like, why not? And that's just extra money going to the publisher, going to potentially, hopefully, Arrowhead as well. To get the next game, and like hopefully it just launches everywhere. And that you just see it. This is what you want. You want games like this to just launch everywhere. Like Phil was saying, who does it help to lock this away on PlayStation and away from Xbox gamers? Who does this help? Certainly, it didn't help Arrowhead. It really didn't help PlayStation either. You think they sold PS5s because of this? Maybe. Unlikely, though. Most people are buying it for the same old COD and Fortnite and all that crap, right? It's all those games. I think this absolutely just proves out the point that like live games, you want to be as wide as possible. This has got to be a good indicator for what's next from PlayStation. I don't think they stop here. It certainly is going to open the floodgates, as it were. It's not. I don't know if they'll do all their games, but they're probably thinking about it, right? And they're saying, hey, even if we get a small amount of sales, it's money in our pockets. If we just have to, spend a low amount of money to bring it over, we heard all that rumored stuff with, is it Returnal, right? Where they were looking at a partnership and Xbox would fund the port and whatever, all that stuff, essentially put it in Game Pass. Like, okay, fine, whatever. If that's how you expand, you get more games into more places, more engagement. Why not? Like, let's go, right? So once it opens up, right? So look, they're gonna have to lose that battle on the exclusivity thing anyways, because the games on Steam will be available on Xbox. So whatever. But this is a great, a great point on the let's make live games as wide as possible thing, right? Like, there's just no point in locking it down. Which, by the way, means you should expect Halo to go over to PlayStation. That's kind of a given. Gears is already there. Forza's already there, right? So any of those live games
Halo,
that Xbox has,
let's call a spade. Halo is also there.
In the fashion of ODST.
You see Halo ODST on your PlayStation. Yep. There's no difference now. The line has been crossed. It's gone.
Yep, an actual Halo game will, I'm sure, be on PlayStation at some point. And, 100%. Why the heck not? So, yeah, this is kind of the world we're in, and this is good stuff. I think this is great for the game. Hopefully people are enjoying it, and they keep playing, and it makes Arrowhead more interested in the next game that they can do and put it everywhere. And again, this is more console worry, but just reality. PlayStation is going to look at these numbers and say, why the heck are we stopping? Like, why aren't we bringing the next game and the next game and the next game? Like, we should just take advantage of it. If games like Spider-Man, like 2018 Spider-Man, that's not selling you any consoles. But hey, if you can sell 1 million copies, that's money. It's just money in your bank. Why would you not take it? So we'll see what they do, but I think they're gonna look at this and say, yep, success. Let's move forward. Next. So that's kind of where it should go. I think they should do the same thing. If Fair Games is coming out, put it everywhere. Give it a chance. Put it everywhere. And let it have as much legs as it can get. So, but yeah, this is great news for Helldivers. I have it. I haven't started it because I was finishing up Sea of Stars, so I'll give it a chance over the weekend. But yeah, I bought it already, so we'll certainly try and get the ODST thing. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, just be prepared. You're gonna have to play a substantial amount to get the Halo stuff. Once you pony up and buy the war bond or whatever. It's just their fancy way. They have like individual battle passes, pretty much is all it is.
But that's kind of whack, though. That did you pay for it and they don't give it to you instantly?
It's a battle pass. It's basically just a battle pass. That's all it is. It's just an individual. It's like Fortnite. You buy your battle pass and you unlock all the characters that are on
That's
there.
fair too. I guess whatever. It's a battle pass. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, it's just their way of doing it. But
they knew people were gonna go through the grind because it's Halo. Come on.
Exactly. And honestly, if I didn't have to, I don't know if I would have kept playing. So
yeah,
I probably would have just bought it to have it, play a little bit, and call it a day. But now that I've been playing a little bit, I'm a little more into it. It's like
you
again,
get
it's not
into it,
like
right?
it's not like my, oh my god. But I will say, it's cool. Like when you, like I haven't even played with I played with Doodle, but she was tired, so we didn't play too much. But outside of playing with her, like I haven't. It's not like I grouped up with like people that I know or
well,
whatever.
you play with your homie with Puerto Rock.
Yeah, I think Puerto Rock. I'm pretty sure I heard him talking, yo. That voice. If there's two of them out there in the world that sound like that, God bless them. But the like I drop in solo, and then immediately there's like this SOS beacon that you can throw, right? And I just throw the SOS beacon, and that just signals people to come play, and people show up, and we just fucking play. It's very natural. It's built in a certain way where you're very unlikely to want to wander off, from your group. So you kind of around or just like naturally, especially on the higher difficulties, because it's hard as fuck on the higher difficulties. Holy shit.
And and that why is that? Because you don't really have the equipment and the things to, and requisitions to counter all these, high level enemies. So I mean, you have to go with the flow. You have to level up and unlock abilities and weapons too, because the weapons are gonna help you greatly, especially because the higher tier weapons get more damage and more perks and stuff like that, and that'll help you, be able to defeat these enemies better. And also understanding the game, starting from the bottom and then rising your way to the top. Because I mean, I got into like by mistake with one of my friends into one of these areas, and I got fucked. Like literally, like it was terrible. Like we were like, okay, you know what? Let's get out of here. We cannot do this yet. We're not ready. And on top of that, we were only two, and we're playing with some ponies. Ponies were like team killing us and shit, bro. That was wild. I know you had a good experience, yeah, but they were team killing us. Like they killed my homie.
Any ponies, bro?
Before we were, extracting.
You're playing on PC or on Xbox?
On PC.
That's the problem. See, PC, you're neutral. Right, so they're just putting anybody anywhere. I think on Xbox they're prioritizing Xbox and PC players, and then if you can't get one, then you might get a PlayStation person. But I haven't had that at all. I've been playing on Xbox, so
yeah, I would love to play it on Xbox too, but I'm not gonna double dip for that reason.
No, that's the only thing that sucks.
Right. I would love for them to have the same thing that they have for PlayStation. That if you log in with your PSN, you're able to carry over your your progress. If they do that with Xbox, that'll be amazing, because that means that I could, I'll probably even double deep, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. But nah, whatever. It's a fun game to play, especially with homies. If you got homies, and it's funny too, right? The game is funny. Like they say some stupid shit in the game. The game is funny. Let's give them that. Let's give they say some silly shit. Yeah,
and there's like just wild situations that happen.
Yeah.
Like I remember I was playing, and like some dude kind of went ahead a little bit, and he like, I guess one of the missions was to blow up this shit, so he like armed it, and he jumped out of the area, and I jumped into the area, and he was like, yo, get the I could hear like, yo, get the fuck out of there. And I was like, what are you talking about? What happened? I didn't know it was gonna blow up and shit. So he was like, yo, run, bro, that shit's gonna kill you. I was like, oh shit. And I started running, right? And you can hear it because like the beeping was getting faster, like it was about to explode. So I just got to like the edge of it, and I went and I did that, you could dive or whatever.
Right.
So I did that dive, but it exploded as I dived, and it fucking like threw me. Like the force fucking made me fly. I felt like Superman for a little bit. Like it's crazy. So it was pretty cool. Like this is like little shit like that.
It's a little fun game. It's not too deep, but it's just like, a casual experience to go with the homies. Let's do a couple of planets. Let's help. Or whatever, and it's just like
I don't see it as long term. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not something that draws me into it.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's fun, and it's the Halo stuff, right?
Yeah.
The Halo stuff really has me because it does feel cool to use the weapon, and so I'll probably play for at least as long as I can to unlock everything for the Halo shit.
Hey, yo, they
and then
winning. They got you for that amount of time playing the game, actively
do.
engaging with it. They got you to spend the money on it. They're winning, bro.
And they
They're
got me
doing the right
pouring
thing.
it out over
Yep.
here, telling
Yep.
everybody how great,
Yep.
how
Yep.
much
For
how
free.
we've been
For
playing.
free.
So for El
Yep.
Gratis, so they
Mhm.
beat the system. They beat
Yeah,
the
they
system.
did. They did. They figured it out.
Stanky G just bought Helldivers 2 on Xbox. Can't wait to join the fight. It's dope, bro. It's dope. It's not like, again, it's like gauge of shit. Like, as long as you gauge your expectations and you're not expecting to like play this amazing, crazy experience, it's good enough. Like, it's fun. I think graphically it's very pretty environment wise. Like, the lighting is very beautiful at times and shit like that. But then it's like super plain Jane when it comes to what they populate the world with, right? So like those little fucking outposts and shit all look basic as fuck, generic as fuck, really boring. Actually, I told you guys the story earlier if you were a part
Yeah.
of the live stream, but like Doodle fucking, I mean, she was tired, but like she fell asleep while
Yeah.
playing.
And I
Because
think that's part of like you guys are at the very beginning of the game, so they throwing you in little places that is not as intense as other ones.
yep, yeah, it's
Because some of the
trivial
worlds that
difficulty
I
for you.
travel to, bro, they like, okay, give me a break. I need to stop seeing enemies because they
Agreed.
keep on coming and coming and coming. And
100%.
it's just you got to give it a fair amount of time. And I think it'll grow into you. It's one of those games, right? You play the first time and you're like, whatever. But then the more you play, the more you get into it, and eventually, you hooked.
Yeah. So Mom PBM says I'm debating right now if I should buy it right now that y'all talking about it. This is what I would say, Mont. I'm not gonna lie. If you ever are going to buy it right now. Because if you don't start playing now and get your like worth out of it, there's other shit coming out soon, and then this is gonna kind of
Like
I would
that
say
out. Yep.
die out. Like the hype is now.
Mhm.
The kind of fun shit to do is now. I don't know their plans. I mean, maybe this revitalizes the game and they start
Mhm.
creating more content that's more exciting and worlds and shit that are not just these open fucking places of just
Gears collaboration. Gears. They
yeah.
could do
I
a
mean,
Gears
shit, that would
collaboration
be
with
fucking crazy.
Natcher and Lancer and the boom shot. Like so many weapons. They could do a bunch of shit.
I mean, there's definitely more that they could do, but I would say if you're gonna do it now because this is the time. You know, it's honestly like once the hype dies down, if they don't do more to keep us engaged, it's unlikely that it's gonna be, long term. So get it in now, have some fun. He says, "Okay, cool, thanks. About to do it." Yeah, it makes sense. Let's get it done. Go. Remember, it costs another 20 though for that.
Right. But
For the
it's
Halo.
also not a $70 game, to be fair.
Yeah, so it's 40. Well, you're paying 60, right?
Yeah,
40,
yeah. I mean, if you
40
want the
for the
Halo
game,
stuff, but you don't really
20
have
for
to.
the Halo stuff, 70 if you want to buy the deluxe that comes with other like armor and
Right.
shit. So if you don't want to
Right.
wear the basic shit while you're trying to unlock the Halo shit for the extra
Yeah.
$10, there's some pretty cool skins that you get as part of the deluxe edition. But whatever. It's a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at it. But I will say that you do have like this is honestly like a big deal, especially I think Xbox is being very like leaning into like get over it, the war is over. Like they're trying to tell you like this is done, like stop it, like stop thinking that there's a beef between them. They're going to support each other and they're going to work together to make this money and take all of our bank. If you look at this is Aaron Greenberg. This is a post that he put up here. Love is in the air. Hashtag new profile pic. Blue heart, green heart. You got PlayStation is Kelsey, whatever, Travis, Kelsey, whatever the fuck his name is. And Xbox is T Swift. I mean, they exchanged games that might as well have been exchanging vows. Like, I get it. It's like a wedding that just took place. You know what I'm saying? Like they gave their biggest, two of their biggest IPs, they gave to each other. It's a real wild situation.
So, question, Simone, do you think this was part of the deal? Or did it just happen to be a coincidence?
No,
That
I
this
think
just,
they decided this shit together.
Yeah, they were like, you know what? Xbox probably was like, you know what? Like older games, we're gonna be able to play them a later day, anyways. We might as well do it now. Get people hype, get people on the hype train, and make some real money right now. Because then after it's gonna be like, who gives a shit? Nobody cares. So let's capitalize on what we have right now. That's what I think.
I think that's just the case, man. I think that's the case. I think they're just, they're realizing at the end of the day, this is done. Like, I know people are these ponies are going to want to keep going and thinking that, oh no, it's just this, guys. The floodgates are fucking open. They already did it. Listen, once this is what I was saying. Once you've already fucking is never off the table. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's already happened. So it's not like a leap to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the deed has been done. If you enjoyed it, there's nothing stopping that shit from happening again. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. There's why would you not release another game on the other platform if it's already happening? I mean, obviously Xbox led the way, right? I mean, that's why they're T-Swift and not the other one, right? Because they let it happen, and PlayStation was so grateful.
PlayStation was willing,
willing and able.
That's the first shot,
and that's what it is. So, I mean, realistically speaking, again, this is an executive at Xbox putting this out there. So,
it's just the thing is, like, I think they see the console war now as something that's detrimental to gaming. And this is why they're trying to push people away from, like, okay, you console warriors are ruining great games based on you liking one console, the other one war ecosystem, and the other one, and this is not fair to the games. So I mean, it's just to highlight that the games are the most important part out of all of this. And I actually agree with it. I think it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I agree. This kind of is what it is, man. It is what it is. All right. Huggy, did you talk about this? Just so because you did, right? Okay, we did talk about it. All right, so let's move it along. We're actually gonna talk about the other side of the coin now, quickly, because we're not gonna go too crazy. But where is it? Where the fuck did it go? I just had it. Now it's gonna be a bitch. I feel like these things just be moving out of nowhere. Here we go. Come on. Don't be an ass. Okay, here we go. I gotta take a new timestamp because I definitely didn't hit it. All right, so the other side of this conversation, obviously Helldivers dropped, but what was the other game that dropped? Yes, Gears of War. It's been a hot 3 days, and Gears of War put up this post: ending the console war, one grub at a time. Thank you for 1 million players.
Gas.
1 million players, 3 days, 1 million people rocking out to Gears, an old ass Gears. 20 is going to be what, 20 next year? It'll be 20 years.
20 years. Yeah.
2026.
Next
right?
year is the 20th. Yeah.
It was
it's
released
19
in
years.
2006.
Yep. So 20-year-old game, 1 million players, 3 days into it. I mean, look, we reviewed the game, by the way, and we loved it. If it's obviously 100% the best way to experience the first Gears for sure. So if you never played Gears of War and understand why people love that shit, this is it. I will say, I went online and I started playing, and let's just say these motherfuckers didn't give a new grace period of time. They just said, nah, we're going to be wall bouncing and doing all this shit immediately. So, I got like 2 achievements because I finished my first match, and I played that match with my with a special skin on the gun, and that was it. It's like, no, I know exactly what this is. Have fun. It worked fine. I only have a certain amount of time to play with the people who don't know what they're doing. And if you're going to put me right away with a bunch of people who are wall bouncing and doing that crazy shit, I'm good. But I did it. And it was fine. It's cool. I respect the multiplayer. I used to be heavy in it. I can't live that life no more. They're too good. Too specifically good. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they're just good at aiming and shooting me. You know what I'm saying? They're good at fucking doing fucking parkour on the ground in some weird ass fucking way. And I'm like, you know what? You do you. It's like when you're about to get into a fight, right? And then you're like getting ready, like knuckling up, let's go. And then you see this motherfucker start doing Bruce Lee fucking flips and kicks and like, you know what? That's fucking, you just go, dude. Get the fuck out of here. I'm done. All right. I don't want to see nobody wall bouncing and then fucking just appearing in front of me with a shotgun. I'm saying, motherfucker, you were there 2 seconds ago. I aimed that way and you fucking flip flop 3 different ways and killed me. I'm like, I'm good. But yeah, I mean, look, this is a great thing. It's 3 fucking days, right? 3 days in, already 1 million people playing this game. And that's a good thing, man. And again, obviously this is the first Gears on PlayStation. And PlayStation was hyping this up as well. On their socials and shit. So like it's clear that this is I would say out of everything that Xbox has put on PlayStation, this I would say is the most significant. I know Forza obviously is also a huge pillar of Xbox, but it's not, Forza Horizon is huge, but like as far as like what you would say would be like the essence of Xbox, you look at Halo, you look at Gears, right? They're both sides of the same coin. You got your first person shooter and sci-fi with Halo, you got your gritty third person shooter with Gears, but they both like, it's similar to like almost like Fallout and Elder Scrolls, right? Like you have 2 groups of people who can respect the other game, but they don't fuck with the other game like they fuck with their game, right? So like Fallout people love Fallout, Elder Scroll people love Elder Scroll. I feel like it's the same thing. You're either a Halo dude or a Gears dude, and that doesn't mean you don't enjoy the other one, but there's one clearly that you love. Like for instance, you got the Chief, but if you see, I don't know if you can see it, but behind him is Marcus, the big Marcus fucking thing where he's holding the golden gun. It's huge. You got my boy Marcus right here. You got the Gears Xbox behind, right? So we got the up there wearing the hat. I don't know if you could. No, you can't see, it's not focused, but you got the big ass locust statue. So like Gears is in the heart. It's just not the main thing, right? The rest of the room is all Halo. So like it's just the balance, That's just the way it works. But yeah, I mean, I feel like this is great. This is exciting. We're supposed to get E-Day next year, which is going to be huge. There is a platinum trophy for this Gears that supposedly is hinting on the idea that more Gears will be coming. I don't think anybody is wondering if E-Day will be coming to PlayStation. I think that's a given, right? I think the only question, and it's not a question like, oh, they should or they shouldn't. It's a question of whether or not they were planning this the entire time and they'll be ready to drop it day one on PlayStation, or are they going to need some porting time, especially if they kind of made E-Day for the next gen stack that Xbox is working on. Are they going to have any are they going to need any porting time to bring it to PlayStation? But other than that, you know, it's coming, right? It's going to go. And the achievement says something like, oh, you're done for now with the platinum trophy, right? So it's alluding to it. Now, I don't know if it's alluding to that, or are we going to get another Reloaded, right? Are we going to get the trilogy Reloaded? Because remember, the rumor forever, right, for a long time, was that they were doing the trilogy. It was going to be 1, 2, and 3 that were going to be remastered. And we got 1. So, I mean, are we going to get 2? And are they going to make us wait? I feel like if you're making this one, you're just rolling that shit, and like next year we'll get 2, and then maybe the following year we'll get 3. But I don't know. I think there's gonna be a good amount of Gears coming out. E-Day being the most exciting, obviously, for us Xbox fans, because as great as Gears 1 was, I loved being able to replay the entire thing with Doodle like we did in 2006, 1 year of being married. And here we are on the cusp of 20 years being married, and we got to kind of replay one of the biggest games of, you know, my time in that time frame that was big for me. It was Gears, and Doodle was right there with me playing, you know, through that campaign, and then being able to do it again was awesome, right? Like, it was so dope to be able to do. We had a great fucking time. And you know, as much as that's dope, like, we've also already been down this road, right? So I forgot a lot of the game, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. I did, like, a lot of shit did feel new, but like all the important moments were still, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh shit, I remember that. Even though obviously it looked way better right now. Like, man, when General Ram has my dude up in the air, yeah, just tosses him like he was trash. All that dope ass fire behind him is fucking amazing. Great moments. So, oh, shout out to Outward Lyric. Says, can we get a congratulations in the chat? Congrats for 20. Here's to 30. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. That's right. In December of this year, it'll be 20 years married. That's wild. That's real fucking crazy. But yeah, so I mean, obviously, this is all good news. But as far as you guys are concerned, what do you think? You know, Gears hitting the mill, being the one to, you know, cross lines for the last official big one to cross over. And it's crazy because technically Gears and Halo crossed over on the same day. Gears with the game, Halo with Helldivers, right? PlayStation players got to buy Halo through Helldivers, and they also got to buy Gears. So
yeah, but they're not playing Halo still. They
no,
don't,
but they're playing. When they look at that screen on their store, it says Halo ODST.
But didn't they have that in Fortnite and stuff? Didn't, like,
well, they just have Master Chief. They have
Fortnite.
Master Chief. It doesn't say Halo anywhere. It just says Master Chief. So they bought a character to play in their game, but this is a whole vibe for Halo. Look, look, at the end of the day, they got Halo in this deal in that moment. It got sugar coated because we were getting Helldivers and Halo in Helldivers, but they got Halo on PlayStation. So in their game, they see Halo, and then they got the actual game for Gears. Just it's
whatever
wild.
makes them happy, whatever lets them sleep at night. But I mean, they're still having, they still don't have Halo, bro, and that's just the honest truth. Okay, so Gears of War hitting 1 million players, um, easily, right? We all know, and the number is gonna continue to grow. I've spoken to a couple of people. Shout out to Desire. He's a huge Gears head. He likes Gears, but he's like, I already played this shit before, So I'm not in a hurry. And he did get because he owned the Ultimate Edition, the prior version of the game, and you know how it is. They giving it for free. This
Yeah,
is
that's
like
crazy.
literally this game. This is what I keep on telling you. This game is not for us. This is a game. This is a PlayStation port, right? And this is also for the new generation that don't know what Gears of War is. So that being said, the game looks incredible. I went through the whole story. Still amazing. It's still dope. Uh, Amazing visuals. The game has color, right? Back on the 360, the game was great and brown, and now it has colors. It looks insane,
Yo,
bro.
the Berserker when that
Insane.
shit comes out,
Oh shit,
come on, bro. That shit
crazy.
still when that shit is running, I don't think there's ever been any game that ever made me feel the way I feel when the Berserker comes charging at you. It's like Jesus Christ.
Nerve
It's
wracking.
crazy.
Yeah. It's
Crazy.
intense. It's intense. Gears is a very intense game. I've been totally enjoying it. I finished the game and he just released, right? What was the release on Tuesday? I don't
26.
have time, and I made some way somehow time to finish Gears in like 2 days, 2 3 sessions. That's it. I'm done with it. I finished last night like around 10:30 or something. I think you guys were on a show or something. Bro, I don't know. Amazing. When it comes to the multiplayer, I haven't played multiplayer yet because honestly, I was just trying to do the whole story. I was feeling the same way you did. I forgot a lot of about certain parts in the game, but as soon as as I continue to play the game, I realized, right, oh shit, I remember this. Everything came back right to me, and bro, amazing experience. And talk about that soundtrack, dude.
Yes.
Insane, super underrated. And at the end of the credits, you get Cole rapping. Come on, let's go, let's party. That song, with the early 2000 vibe, Nelly type of hip hop. It's just insanity. I got goosebumps when I finished that game, bro. Honestly, it brought so many memories. This is like literally a trip back to 2006. And bro, I'm looking forward to see the whole trilogy, right? And like you said, there's more coming, but this is what I believe they're gonna do. They're gonna drip fit this to us. And why is that? Because this game has a multiplayer that needs to be alive for a certain amount of time. People need to be playing this game for a certain amount of time. So if you drop two on top of one, like people are gonna leave one and play two because honestly, two was way better when it comes to the multiplayer. It was smoother, movement was nicer, the characters felt lighter, and it just felt like like faster pace than one. So,
But
I mean,
did they announce a roadmap of some sort?
no, that's the
So I
thing.
don't so
They don't
that's
have
okay. I
live
don't think they're
service
taking
for
that
this.
into account. I think
And
they don't
he
care.
and I think right, I think they just dropped it like OG version. We're not gonna
Yeah,
do
like just
anything.
let
We're
them
not
know.
gonna This is literally a remaster, right? That's what I would call it. Not a remake, but a remaster. This literally the same game that stayed true to the OG version as much as possible, right? They did fix some stuff that it wasn't fixed, in the 360 version. But now they added like now the shotgun is more consistent. They added it, to fix a couple of bugs that existed in the game throughout all these generations. Anyways, the thing is that Gears 2 and 3, they're coming definitely. They definitely doing it, but they waiting maybe for the 20th anniversary of them. Like for example, Gears of War, the original was 2006. Then we got Gears 2, which was in 2008. And then in 2011, we got Gears 3. So I'm thinking that they're waiting for the right time to drop these games at the 20th anniversary so that they can remind people that Gears is right here and is here to stay as a franchise. Now, I think that they dropped the ball a little bit because I think they should have added a roadmap, like you said, to this game to keep people engaged and coming back. Because you know what happens? A lot of people are just gonna, get all their characters, unlock everything that there is to unlock in the multiplayer. Do all this placing in the rank system, and after that, they're just gonna drop it and go back probably to play Gears 5 until Reloaded comes out. So I mean, the game is out there. It's definitely a good thing, but I would love for it to have like a battle pass or something like that. Because, like I said, 2006 is not the same on 2025. It's been 20 years. Now games come out with a multiplayer and they have a battle pass, they have skins, they got, different modes, they got all the social stuff. So I think for E-Day, that's what they're saving the big stuff. For
That's
E-Day, they're gonna have it.
Yeah. E-Day's then focus. I think they're just giving it to you and saying, go ahead and play the multiplayer, but they're treating it like you're back in 2006. It's just the game with the multiplayer. You play multiplayer if you want, great. If you don't, play something
like
else.
I said, not for us. This is a PlayStation port. First time on PlayStation, introducing people to the franchise and giving an upgrade, right? A lift off or a facelift to the action game. This is good. This is amazing. I can't wait to play 2, bro. Honestly, I'm super excited about 2. And
2 is going to be two's like the fucking.
2 is my favorite.
2 is
out
the
of
GOAT,
all
bro.
the Gears. 2 is the GOAT, in my opinion.
Fucking Maria.
I like.
Did you see the tattoo? I know in the original you couldn't see that shit, but he has the Maria tattoo now.
Maria, the heart. He's done.
I put it in the review. I slowed it down and shit so you can see the Maria tattoo.
Models are insane, bro.
Yeah,
and I got people online saying that you couldn't see the veins of Colt and all the other characters. You could actually. I don't know what they were playing. They were playing on a big booty TV or something, but I was able to see all of that, just like in the original, with better fidelity. Amazing work. I can't wait to see what they do with Gears, man. I'm super excited. I'm done. Yeah. Argy, what do you think about Gears? Have you played? Come on.
The only other thing to keep in mind, though, before I get you jump in, is that timing is going to be questionable because it's like, we are getting like new, more powerful consoles soon. And, if you're going to start showing games that start taking advantage of that and looking better and better, if you're not going to be doing a substantial bump, because, I mean, let's be real, like this game looks amazing, but it doesn't look native 2025 amazing, right? It looks great, amazing remaster, but not like remake, right? Like
I'm gonna tell you this shit look better than Los Sol Aside.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And it look, honestly, it looks great for what it is, and it'll kick any game booty right here. And the fact that some people in their reviews gave this game a 60. A fucking 60. Hardkey, this is outrageous. I almost lost my mind this morning when Powerball, shout out to him, pulled out the reviews with people giving this game a 60. What changed? The story is the same. The characters are the same. They stay true to the franchise. They improve everything. Come on. This game should at least be an 85. That's just being, in my opinion, this game is easily a 90 for what I play. I played the whole campaign, everything worked perfectly. I didn't find one glitch, and it's also comes with a multiplayer.
So there's lighting. There's one glitch that's there. We have it in our review. It's a lighting glitch. So basically, I think they layered new lighting on top of old lighting, and there's certain places,
bro.
Yeah, so there's certain places when you're looking around, because we were looking for all like the
Yeah. But who in the fuck play Gears like that, bro? Let's keep it real.
We were doing it.
I was moving too fast to see nothing. I was like, boom, boom, kill drops.
Yeah, no. You gotta get those fucking chains, bro. But we when you go to the lighting, you'll see it. You walk away and the light, as you move farther away from the light source, it's going appropriately, but then it like disengages that light source. And then another light source takes over. So like your shadow, if you're standing here and your shadow's here, then you walk like one more step and then the shadow will be over here. Like then you walk back and it'll go back. And then you move forward and back and the shit just keeps going, or the shadow will just disappear. So lighting is the lighting was the only thing that we found that was kind of a glitch.
It's like, who gives a shit? Like, honestly, that doesn't make.
We're doing a review, so we.
Yeah. You finally know this stuff, but like, look, but that's a glitch. But I didn't run into it. I didn't notice it. Like,
and I don't think if you were not if you're not walking slowly, you're not gonna. But you know how I play a lot of these. I play everything in trailer mode. Okay, I'm always walking around and looking and everything.
That's why you get killed in multiplayer. You're not you can be like like phasing out and looking into like empty space, like wondering, oh my god, what a beautiful flower. You can be doing that. But yeah, man.
Somebody made that flower demo. They want you to look at that shit.
All right, no one cares, bro. Shout out to whoever made the the little details, because I did see a couple of little details that I just noticed that I couldn't see back in the day, that I didn't notice, but now it's like, oh shit, you can actually see a game more clear.
That's why you gotta do it in slow motion.
Bro, the game looks insane, bro. My homie has a freaking OLED TV, whatever.
Yep.
Bro, insane, bro.
Yeah, especially on the OLED, the color is crazy.
Perfectly on both the PC and the Xbox. Pretty well optimized. Frame rates were fucking dope. It's smooth experience for me. I got no complaints, zero complaint. My only complaint is with the multiplayer, right? I'm gonna add. They needed to add an FOB. It's 2025. The least that you could do for people in 2025, add an FOB for your shooters, dude. This is like, come on, bro. This is 2025. So I got me mad. That's one of the only things that really,
and see, that's where I would argue that if you do that, you can change the essence of it, because having that kind of close-up feel is the thing that fucks you up, because it's pretty close up to you. If you start letting them zoom out, that gives you so much more breathing room to see more and to not feel so claustrophobic when somebody turns a corner and you hear the chainsaw fucking, oh shit, or they fucking pop out of nowhere with that shotgun, right? Like, if you change the FOV slider, you change the essence of the game, because people are just going to jock the system and make this shit as wide as possible so they can see as much as possible.
But like, what's the whole point of playing a third-person shooter if you can see shit around you? Like, I mean, come on, let's keep it real.
That's the magic of Gears. That's what makes it special.
Back in 2006, it was cool, but now in 2025, that's expected, right? And
I mean, to be fair,
remaster.
I didn't fuck with the multiplayer, but still.
Yeah. No, and there's some other shit too. Boy, let Harkey drop his bars. Let's get it.
Look, it's 81 on OpenCritic, so that's pretty good, I guess. But this was originally in a very high rating, right? But whatever. This kind of seems to happen for every Xbox game, so whatever. I'm just used to it by now. I will likely try it out on PC, because the whole point of this is just to see what it does to shine, right? And it does have like some cool features on PC, so I will give it a shot to see what's happening there. I don't know if I want to replay it again. Again, I've just too many games. I've already finished this game.
It's pretty short. I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember it being longer in my mind, but it's a pretty quick play, so it's not like you're in for some fucking super long. Like if you give it a few nights, or like if you give it
but that's a few games I could go play that outside of this, right? So ultimately, I'm just gonna look at the graphics and say, okay, this is what they did to upgrade it, and cool. I think it does RT as well, so great. I mean,
I could tell you right now, I did put it. I played most of it on. I played almost all of it on Xbox, but afterwards, after I beat the game, I went back and just played it on PC, maxed. And it looks better, but not. I wouldn't say that they went out of their way to make a PC version that's like, holy fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's just just looks better, but not like.
Yep. But that's it. That's the whole point, right? Is it looks better, right? So I'll give it a chance there, give it maybe an hour or so, and then I'm just going to move on, because there's just too many games. There's just too many games. We just talked about one called Helldivers, which I haven't even started, right? So, and that's a new to me game, so I have not played it yet. But as you said, 19 years ago we played this game already. So
I don't know. You might get hooked and not even realize it, Hargy. All right, because it's pretty good.
It's a great game.
Pretty fast moving.
But yeah, that's kind of the feel I have for it right now. I was like, yep, it's cool. 1 million players, cool. I don't know if it's gonna if they give us any breakdown on how many people are playing because they owned it already, how many people are playing because of Game Pass, and how many bought it on PlayStation. I'd love to hear the numbers on PlayStation, because this is one of the tests that I'm a little interested in, right? Because PlayStation players don't play these kind of games normally, right? So they're either COD players, and that's their multiplayer thing, or Fortnite, but they don't usually go for these kind of games. So I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. This is obviously an Xbox type game, so like I don't know what's gonna happen. They didn't they didn't drive up the Helldivers numbers. It was PC that drove that up, and now Xbox comes along and drives it to freaking 500,000, right? Like 2.5 times, whatever it is, right? Like it's ridiculous how much more. And so like I just don't know. And this is the big test. Are these games going to do well over there or not? Right. So some games make sense, some games may not. Forza Horizon kicked ass on PlayStation. Do all the other ones do that? Meh. So it just depends, right? So we will see what they do. I'm waiting to see the numbers on the PlayStation side. I don't know if we'll ever get them or not, but that's not detailed here, right? Over 1 million players. Is that a lot of us who already have it? We just played it. Is it people in Game Pass? I don't know, right? So
I mean, I think it would be pretty
disingenuous.
I think it would be pretty disingenuous of them to be like, we gave 1 million people the game for free. Thank you to the 1 million players. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think so. Especially
no, I think this is people playing.
Yeah, and I think but they said, ending the console war one grub at a time. I think they're alluding to the fact that there's a lot of PlayStation players involved here.
But we don't know that, right? So it's just 1 million people played it. That's cool. That's what it says, right? Over 1 million players.
Yeah. Well, that's what
that's
the
cool.
image says. And then what they say is ending the console war one grub at a time.
Which is true, right?
Yeah, but that don't necessarily mean anything, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
again,
if
you're taking them for not being disingenuous, right? Like if a lot of people on PlayStation are not playing, right, then you're not ending the console war one grub at a time, right? Like you're not doing anything significant that matters if PlayStation is ignoring it.
Well, no,
right?
you are, because you're putting your game there, and this is your biggest, one of your biggest franchises outside of Halo, right? Right. So they're doing that on their side. It's like fair enough. But now is that translating into sales? We will see. I'm very interested to see what happens here, if this actually works or not. It should, but again, who knows, right? Will it resonate? I don't know. So we'll see. Can't wait for E-Day though.
Yeah, E-Day's gonna be lit. Yo, hard game, E-Day. You're gonna have to sweat and grind with me, bro. I'm gonna take you to the ranks.
But I'm gonna play multiplayer. I will play co-op though. I love.
Well, we'll play the Horde. We play Horde mode.
Okay.
Horde is fire.
Horde's okay.
It's fire.
I've played quite a bit of Horde. It's okay, and I like the firefight that they brought to Halo afterwards. That was pretty good too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Looking forward to what they do with it, man. Honestly.
Agreed. I think it's gonna be amazing. Like I think it's gonna be a new graphical bar that's set. I think they're really pushing, and honestly, I feel like Halo is gonna be doing the same thing. I think Halo. I went back and watched the the conversation they had about Halo when they did that moment announcing Halo Studios. Just thinking, because obviously I'm way more of a Halo fan, going back to like fucking when Infinite was coming out and they did interviews with like Chris Lee, the director at the time before they fired his ass, and like the other people there, they kept trying to talk as if Halo wasn't a graphical monster, like it didn't set standards and really push things forward, which is crazy. Like they try to downplay it, like, oh no, it was always cartoony aesthetic. Like, no, bitch, it was not. So go fuck yourself. Well, now they are addressing that, and they're literally talking about how Halo is that it's supposed to be a beast, and that's what they're going to be doing. And so I'm so pumped. So you're gonna have E-Day on one side, fucking Halo, the new one, on the other side. It's gonna be fucking crazy, bro. You're gonna have Fable in this, like, dude, I forget about Fable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I forget about it.
And I hope Halo comes out as like, and Magnus actually comes out next year. That would be awesome. And that's like the launch title. for next gen, and you get to see like insanity. I can't wait, dude. E-Day I think is going to come earlier. I think Fable is going to come earlier. Forza Horizon we already think is going to come earlier, right? So I think Halo's that launch title, and then they have Clockwork, which is probably ready to go.
That looks
you know,
also fucking fun.
so and we have State of Decay and all the whole bunch. There's still a whole bunch of games. So but I like, dude, if they can pull off like that year and then have updates ready for E-Day, Fable for next gen. Oh my god, dude! I can't wait, dude. Magnus
I'll
comes
probably
out, it's gonna be
start
crazy.
I'll probably start on OnlyFans just so that I can stay home and play more, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. If anybody wanna go ahead and follow me on OnlyFans, bro, I'm about to start one. Because I'm getting so much work, and I like all these games are out here and they're looking super good, and it's like, where's my time going, bro?
Where do we
That's
get
the
the time?
problem. And look, listen, if they get Halo and Gears out within the same year, what am I gonna do? Because I know, CMoney, you're gonna be mostly playing Halo, but I wanna play both. I don't care.
Well, I'm gonna play. They can't release them at the same time, so
yeah, definitely not.
Each game is gonna get its burn.
It's gotta have
Halo's
its own
gonna get
window,
his burn. Gears gonna get his burn. I'll probably stay playing Halo multiplayer and most likely not stay playing Gears. But like I said, I always have that window that you're gonna get new people come and play that shit where I can fuck people up, and I feel good about that. And then once I see the wall bounce, maybe they'll get rid of the crazy wall bouncing. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. Not a chance. Probably. I think they're gonna go back to like a more grounded, heavier, realistic type, like feel rather than 5 feel like more like arcadey, like you are floating, right? And looking one is like you have to bounce on the wall, right? You have to touch the wall. But in 5 is like you don't have to touch the wall. You can almost like when you go into the wall, you cancel and go to the other side, and that's when people quit because it's like, what am I watching? It's like. So I think they're gonna go back to more like slower gameplay than 5, but I think it's gonna be great. But I can't wait, bro. All these games are amazing, man. Honestly, it's like I'm getting a hard on right now. Let's just thinking about this game coming out.
This motherfucker. Argy, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna go into like the release schedule stuff and like all the stuff we're gonna have next year, but also we have. At some point next year, we assume we get GTA, which will also be in the mix. So we have a massive year coming next year. For those on the Xbox side, likely on the Nintendo side, I don't know what the hell's happening on PlayStation side, but whatever. Like,
shit, they got Wolverine.
Get our scraps.
The Last of Us scraps. The Last of Us 2 remaster for PlayStation.
Oh my god!
6.
Again, the remastered edition, like whatever.
Reimagine, reloaded.
Oh
my god.
The Last of Us Reloaded.
Well,
but anyway, so like it's gonna be a crazy year. Lots and lots of games coming up next year. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
This year is already crazy, bro. Look at the upcoming months and the upcoming games. We got Hollow Knight. Right, Silksong, sorry, coming September 4th. In October, we got Ninja Gaiden, The Outer Worlds, Battlefield. Then we got Call of Duty. Bro, it's just like goes on, and there's no end, and they keep on coming and coming and coming, and it's like, what are we gonna do? I can't wait to retire, bro. I want to retire already. Like, I literally want to have a lot of time to play video games, and I don't. And it's the saddest part because back in the day, I had a lot of time, but they were like, "Oh, I don't like this game. I don't like the other one." I'm picking and choosing. And now it's like you got something like Game Pass, so you can try out games like Dragon's Age, the video guard. Everybody talks shit about it. Yeah, came to Game Pass. I tried it the other day. The only thing that that I thought it was woke was the pronouns. After that, the gameplay smooth, nice gameplay, pretty visuals. The story is kind of cool because you get to face Solas, which used to be a Dragon Age Inquisition, one of the characters that you used to play with, and now he's your enemy, and it's just like the story hooked me, and I'm like, bro, the thing is freaking cool. And it's just like, okay, maybe later down the road, there's something else that'll probably bother me or whatever. And the story is kind of cheesy, but other than that, it's like, it's not bad.
No, I think there's some really weird shit that's in the side stuff if you choose to go. But I haven't gone there, but I saw it on Twitter, like some weird ass conversations. But it's like I feel like that's if you start going down those roads for those conversations. You know, listen, I played fucking what's the name of that game? The Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh yeah,
I almost got
more
fucking
woke
magic
than that.
sticked. You know what I'm saying? I got almost magic sticked and I dodged that bullet. But
but you know, it's a funny thing. The Baldur's Gate 3 didn't get the smoke that Dragon Age the video got, and he literally had like, you know, woke stuff in there. So it's just like, damn, bro. But now with Game Pass, it's like, maybe it doesn't bother me as much because I didn't spend $70 buying this game, right? I'll probably be disappointed paying $70 for this, but this is a decent game with nice RPG mechanics, nice one of the abilities that do goes, I chose the warrior, they do drop kick people and they send them flying. It's crazy. I had a clip in there. I'll put it on Twitter later. And it's just like, bro, that shit is fun as hell. And it's just like, okay, you know, there's so many, even the bad ones are not that bad. That's the point I'm trying to make. Yep.
I feel
man, oh man, it's gonna be a fun year to finish up all these games. Yeah,
finish games. Fuck that.
That's not gonna happen. There's so little. I'm so not a finisher.
Yeah, no.
Unless I love it. I would never force myself. Like that's the thing. Like I have zero part of me that can say, oh, I'm started this game, unless it's for a review, right? But outside of that, there's zero chance that if I start a game and I'm not feeling it, that I'm going to force myself to go through it just for the sake of getting through it. I don't care. Like it has to call me, tell me, play me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where I'm at right now.
Right.
If I don't have that, I'll just go play Fortnite or
Game is for leisure.
Call of Duty or whatever.
It shouldn't feel like a chore. Like the minute the gaming feels like a chore and grindy, that's the minute that I drop my controller because I do that shit at work. That's what I do. At work, I grind and I go through like hard times.
But there's so many games coming out that I don't think you'd be grinding. But they're like games you will want to play, right? There's just so much.
That's the crazy.
And if it's on Game Pass,
it's just so crazy, man.
Like we were saying, if it, like the same thing with the Ubisoft games, maybe we don't need to beat them. Maybe you can just try for a few hours. We get that time, your entertainment for those 3-4 hours that you play that game, and then you move on to the next one. Who cares? You know what I mean? And it's just like the variety is so amazing that you don't really have to marry one. You can just, you know, have all of them.
Especially if it's in a service, right? So for me, that's Ubisoft and Game Pass / EA Play, right? So like it's just whatever's there. So if Dragon Age: The Veilguard does not feel like it's fun, done, right?
Sure.
So I don't have to worry about it, right? So bro, it's just the way it is.
I played for 2 hours. I had time for, you know, I have fun for what it was.
So
am I gonna go back to it? Well, I don't know, but did I have fun in the 2 hours that I played? Yeah, I see. I took it like a movie, watch it, move on. I got Gears, I got Halo, I got a bunch of other games to play. Shit. Like, you know, there's no time to be dwelling on this game is good, this game is bad. Move on to the next one. There's another one dropping, you know.
Yep.
There's another one
and honestly, that puts, you know, that's the thing with games right now, that they're in that position where, you know, there's not enough time to just buy your game. You know what I'm saying? So like your game has to be special in some way. Like something has to be like just another one of this type of game is not enough. You know what I'm saying? You're making the same game with a little spin on it is not enough. It has to be something special to kind of grab the attention. And it doesn't have to be photorealistic. It could be any type. Like look at Balatro, right? Fucking weird as who the fuck said, let me make a fucking poker game with this crazy shit? But you know what? They did it and that shit blew up, right?
It's addicted.
Yeah, I mean it's really a thing. I don't play it, but I did stream it one time and I won, which was great for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I officially beat it. I didn't keep going or whatever, but still I did it. That was enough to know that
you had your fun and you move on. That's it.
Never need to play it again.
We got
That's
that
it.
ability. It's like when you have one pair of shoes, bro, that's the
You
one
gotta
pair of
wear
shoes
it.
that you're gonna wear. But when you have a closet full of Nikes and Jordans and Reeboks and Aces or whatever, it's like who gives a shit? Put on whatever. Just close your eyes, pick whatever. They're all good, and then wear for that day. If you don't feel comfortable, go back home, switch it up, and that's it. Keep keep it moving.
Facts. Facts. Well, guys, this is where we're gonna wrap it up, man. We had a phenomenal show. I know there was a couple other things we were gonna talk about, but it's getting late and the show went long. But shout out to you guys for rocking out with us. Shout out to everybody live in the building, man. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. You guys are the shit. So thank y'all for obviously being here, man. So thank y'all so much. Shout out to everybody who super chatted and from our boy Bounty for gifting 10 new members, man. You are the shit. Thank you guys. Of course, we want to shout out everybody who supports us over on Patreon and YouTube, man. We appreciate the support. And of course, we do want to go ahead and shout out our elite members. We have the homie Big Boy Mike, Dark Angelic, Queen Witch, and Coach Hooded Canuck. And then we have our inner circle members, the homie Big Mix Gaming, Pragmatic Eagle, and Hargeet Chiny, man. Thank you guys so much. You are the shit. First 3 people in the chat. Number 1 best spot of the night was Michelle Alexandria. Then you come with Zeddy and Broke Boy Lewis. Thank you guys so much. Of course, our first super chat was from our boy Broke Boy Lewis. He also secured the biggest super chat with $10.01 to make sure he couldn't get slapped up. And then our boy Bounty was the man with the gifted memberships at 10 gifted. So shout out to you guys. Thank you all again for the support. But then, of course, you guys, our homies, Hargy and Demo, you guys are the shit. Thank y'all for rocking out with us, man. Demo, tell everybody where to find you, bro, and let everybody know what you got going on.
Hey, you already know, man. Demo Flow Gaming here. We live every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and then you can find me here with CMoney and Doodle and Hargy. Shout out to Doodle. She wasn't here today, but I'm pretty sure she's listening. She's always trying to catch us talking shit. But anyway, that's besides the point. Yeah, man, that's what you can catch me. It's Labor Day weekend, so I want to say, want to take a moment to tell everybody, like, go outside, man, catch some sun. Go ahead and have some fun. Take a break from work and all of that. Enjoy it with your family. And if you don't want to go outside, I mean, there's a lot of games to play. So there you have it. Gears, man. Shit. If you haven't played, go ahead and play. This like it's dope. Like I couldn't stress it enough. And bro, I'm super excited, bro, because I mean, like we were saying, there's so many games, and there's so much to play, bro. It's gonna be a lit weekend. I'm excited about this weekend. I gotta go to work tomorrow though, which sucks. But on Monday I done, so I'm trying to spend some time with the family, play some games, chill. So y'all go ahead and do the same, bro. Pleasure to be here. Hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't, man. Hey, come back on here on Friday. Come catch this finger blasting, and it's your boy Demo Flow checking out.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. And then, of course, you know him well. He's the wise one. It's the author. It's the patriot. The pony slayer, the pony bot tip maker is our boy, Harky Chiny, man. Thank you, my brother, for being here, bro. Appreciate you. Let everybody know where to find you. What you got going on?
Yeah. So for those who are in the US, enjoy your Labor Day weekend. Hopefully you have fun. Hopefully you have the day off. If you want to catch my channel, Hargy Chiny 1 on YouTube, my book, of course, shop.chiny.us. Hopefully I'll be on with Fonz tomorrow, 6 p.m. US Eastern Time on Saturday. Check that out, Fonz Gaming. And then with Web Dave on Sunday, 7 p.m. US Eastern Time. And then next will be with Boom on Wednesday at 7 p.m. US Eastern Time, Double Barrel Gaming. So check that out, and we'll see what happens next week with us. We'll be back here Friday.
Yes, sir.
Figuring out what kind of craziness has happened next and how Xbox is dead again.
Of course. Guys, thank you all again for rocking out with us, man. Appreciate you. Remember, we'll be back on Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern with Night Quest. And with that, we're going to go ahead and end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle! We're done. Until next time, you're intruding.